Hello. Yes, we're back with more, well, are you trying to stop a country falling apart? Hasn't been very successful so far. Hello, Elsie Stark and Curie. So yeah, we just got the first draft of the Constitution, yep, signed. And then we're going to have the painful experience of trying to get that through the Assembly. But there was a couple of things we had to deal with. Oh, is this going to be the highway thing again? Oh, dinner with business council members, sure. Working business council to assess weaknesses in the economy. Cool. Streets were bustling with activity and the atmosphere in the country was tense. Together with Tusk Agnok. Oh, right, you, of course. So we entered... What is with all the coastside restaurants? Short blonde man whose embroidered pocket red manager greeted us and waved his arms in excitement. Well, and accidentally knocked something off a table. Let's to a private room, we got a seat at a large table. Served by a group of servers. Cool. Oh, he's making food recommendations. Oh. Appreciate the vote. I don't like salmon. Order salmon. Order swordfish bean stew. Order lesbian pasta. Sure, why not? We'll take the recommendation. And then it turns out I've made some sort of colossal faux pas. Second dish. Sure, we'll take a salad. So that's a good question. I think Spencer said it's not really his thing, and I'm kind of similar in that MMOs become a time sink very quickly. But from what I've seen of Wasted playing, it certainly looks cool at least. And I have no idea how Capac feels about it. Could turn out to be his favourite game ever. Oh, thank you for coming today. I want to dine with you. Right, these are all new people who I haven't met yet. Oh, co-chairman. Oh, yes, the chairman of the bank and co-chairman of other thing. Yeah, we'll just go with neutral, friendly. It's great to be here. Right, the numbers man, my Minister for Economy, who we think is going to try and overthrow me but being competent at it. Yeah, also, didn't I see that with June that PvP is basically like the endgame stuff? From what the very little I've heard looking at like Reddit and stuff. Oh, Simon, just expensive looking red wine by one of the servers just went, just nod. A sip. It was bitter. Honestly, it tasted like any other wine. How is it? Just say it's fine. The wine doesn't even need testing. Should I fill you a glass? Will you want another drink? Yeah, that's enough. I think I'm good. I tried some. You don't have a service. There are servers around here. Some sort of raise a glass. Raise a toast. With hard work, cooperation, and trust, we get through this period as well. He's very formal. Everyone raise their glass to toast each other. Cool. Food tastes amazing. Walter was right. This place has been the best place in all of Lockhaven. Yeah, I'd say the food was... Oh, here we go. Not a big fan of fancy food. Fine if it's like fine art. It's okay, this can't get old. Sure. This one's a masterpiece. Art of everything I'm making money, food. How are things going in the Maroon Pass? The pressure must increase after you attend the funeral. Yeah, it was the right decision. I hope. Didn't mean to criticize. Had Walter raise voice in apparent argument. We both stopped to listen. Occasion knows the right way of doing business. Approach the world is real and right. I prefer that cutthroat approach in comparison to the niceties. Well, I mean, it's a nice country to visit to. All countries are nice to visit if you have the cash. Well, that is true. I mean, honestly, I can stay out of this argument. It doesn't really concern me. So it depends on what you look for. Cultural tourism doesn't require a fancy hotel. Walter's taking us down the rabbit hole again. It's off in the clouds. For the construction, the highway's already started. Have my concerns about the company, but I hope they do a good job. Pretty sure we'll be getting new investment. Package is also a great investment. Okay, so the co-chairman of the NBC, who is the National Business Council, he seems to be happy with what I'm doing. And he hasn't tried to bribe me yet, so he's an improvement on most other important people. Thank you. You've actually been nice to me. It's miraculous. So also deserves credit, of course. Great economist. Is there a joke coming? Great. Why? I thought you said you're great economy. That you bought a new villa. Don't comment in rumors, I'll make an exception. It's true. I mean, he's doing a pretty good job so far. He's one of the hardest working ministers in the government. Let's give them motivation. Oh, sure. Depends on who you work for. That's true. It's the fact the government pays far less than the private sector. What's the angle? It changes my own purpose to push for improvements. Come on, let's talk about finance and politics. Yeah, we came here to relax. Isn't that right? Can you tell us what's behind that strong character of yours? I've heard that you were brought up in the capital, experience all the power shift has happened. Oh, this is where I get to talk about my backstory or not. Try to pass behind. I can say it was difficult times. I mean, that was certainly true. Everyone at war every 2 seconds. Since now, never met your family. How are they doing? Oh, okay. So I can go, I prefer not to talk about them. They're doing great, or we don't talk much. I mean, considering they literally haven't existed until this point. So that one. Don't talk much. Sometimes work can get in the way. Make sure Frank has a solid relationship with you. Always answers seem like avoidance. Why do you even care? Wow. There, you can just go absolutely full savage. He is a bit introvert. That's not it. Yeah, he can handle himself. I bought too, and she dropped out of university. Wish that was my son's biggest problem. Doing fine. His yacht party made the local news. Didn't even ask for permission to use the yacht and just took it. He basically stole it. I swear that's a plot of GTA 5. Oh, finally convinced me to go to university. Degrees separates you from... Oh, lovely, calling people rabble. Wait, is this the dude who tried to bribe me before? I lost track. I think it was. Someone will be a great future economist. President seems to be as well versed in economics as Alfonso. Very confident in your abilities. Why does it feel like he's buttering me up a bit excessively? Like, he's been the one person who's been pretty much happy with everything I've done. Okay, so just say thank you. Look what he caused. It was an inspiration. I mean, it is certainly true that, yeah, it was sort of catastrophically falling apart. Sure. Here, because of him, I don't think we had a chance if he hadn't screwed up. It wasn't his policies that destroyed him, it was the old guard. Yeah. I always had a gut feeling about a sudden fall. Defend the economic power base. No, not Mr. Fun. Through a vast project. And now I'm trying to do exactly the same plan, which is kind of funny. We'll stop with the conspiracy theories. I think we've had enough drinks. Sounds fun, chit chat, world order, bottle of whiskey. again with obsession with alcohol. Toast. Sure. Constructive and beneficial future. Let's go. I say hope dies last the future. A cold night. We had enough train noises. Thank you for joining with a bunch of ugly rich men. No, let's not say that. That's negative. Being farewell as we slowly walked and talked about actually nothing important. So except Walter left in luxury cars. Oh, is he gonna try and bribe me again? Call me inside the VIP lounge. Ignore him and leave. Follow. Considering you tried to bribe me before, we'll just say, what do you want? I don't have the time for this. Usually, the Lothenberg spokesman doesn't directly comment on the administration. I'd like to say a few things. Sure, if you have to. It won't be easy to pass. Yes, I know, the Constitution's gonna be a pain. We can help you get through if you return. So you try to bribe me again. I'm not sure how this can end. No, it definitely should. Look me in the eye. You rejected our previous discreet... What do you mean discreet offer? It was blatant bribery, Walter. What are you talking about? This action led to disappointment in the group. Step in the right direction, private corporations will get a tax cut. To boost the economy, job creation, of course. Understand? Yeah, I'll make these decisions objectively. Session will end if Lothenberg is on your side. Really? Then why was it all going so badly before? Why can't we all just be friends? I don't think so. It's a shame I did not... Right. It's an awkward silence. Either way, we're here and always ready to work if you change your mind. There's nothing to work together. Good evening. Let's get out of here. I'm sure that won't possibly come back to bite me later. Just give them snacks with the drinks. Yeah. That's basically Maruki from Persona 5. It's like, hey, the snacks. That always works. Community start preparations. Need 150 signatures. Cool. And our meeting on the Energy Protection Act. Right, the thing that got voted down. Recent abrogation in the Grand National Assembly covered ongoing dialogues they serve to amplify the discourse. See my morning coffee, enjoying a quiet moment of solitude with David around. Hello. And yes, I'd say it all's going pretty well, Artie. I mean, I say that other than, was it the aerial of our TV fell off the other day, as in on the roof, and we didn't notice. Well, I heard it fall off, I didn't know it was the aerial. And because it was pouring with rain, we couldn't, and it was nighttime, we couldn't exactly look outside. but I was, it's like I go to the veranda, I'm like, it's the aerial, what's it doing on the ground? Oh, what's David want? We've now got a few extra minutes to strategize, sure. Got you used to the sound of stuff randomly clanging. I suppose it's more of a case if it was so obvious you'd think someone else would have already seen it. I don't know any of my appointments nowadays. So yeah, the buildings are a long way apart from each other. You know, always like this for someone is architecture there in neoclassical faith, they used to be known in the Republic District. The city was a vision of beauty in the good old days, and then it shattered. Colossal Zeppelin traversed the sky? What? There's a Zeppelin outside the... Fling moan and blow out the sun before gently veering to the left. I'm guessing this is a universe where obviously the equivalent of the Hindenburg explosion never happened. I still remember the first airships installed, and we purchased them from the Republic of... Doesn't tell me how to pronounce this. Oh, so they're called Quinal. And it's located on the Zenal Peninsula. Structure laying ruins, those zeppelins offer a much needed lifeline chance to reverse and rebuild. Start making our own. Yeah, manufacturing ourselves was a turning point. Quite right, symbolize our resilience. Reliance on us was temporary, a stepping stone towards self-sufficiency we achieved. David's gazing on the portrait of Sol hanging in the presidential office, the guy who, can't be arrested for anything, basically. Giving total immunity is, yeah, indefinite. He can technically be part of the assembly. Size kept his lips. Now, when I think of the EPA, my mind came back to the formative years post-Civil War Holset. Debates, the passion, the potential for transformation, time of renewed optimism, and it all fell apart. What applied back then won't apply now. Okay, so talk about the Energy Protection Act. The life was rough back then, or part. I must say life was rough. Chain period, yes, we persevered together. Didn't agree with all the measures, but somewhat undeniably effective. I'm sure you remember those dark days. Yes, I do. I was beat up by the police. I remember it pretty well. Cross path with Hamlet University. Yeah, it's interesting how those shape our perspective. I'm sure at least some of my wrinkles today were a direct result of my non-stop debates with them. His father was hanging on the wall. Portrait, that is. First president saw it on his prime. Spark of determination gleamed in his eyes, mouth set a gentle, firm smile. These are my heart. Father in prison, father was a turning point in my life. I was shocked when he was arrested and his sudden death. Also, I finally resolved to carry on his legacy. Alright, they think may or may not have been an assassination. Back at the portrait with a mix of pride and sadness. Sold to carry my father's legacy. Transition from military government to a civilian one. Drift away from ideals to reform and progress. As a result, succumb to the more pragmatic, more conservative, sometimes even aggressive dictates of political survival. I mean, yeah, he did kind of cause... wrong one. Lingering influence... Wow. I can confirm I am actually awake and not sleep-talking. Lingering influence of Sol's traditions may have hampered Alfonso's ability to bring out changes. Alfonso, for his flaws, did set to seek the nation back on path of progress. And then I asked him to step down. Praised the way to open doors for unprecedented foreign investment. I think the EPA still holds relevance. Heavily disagreed with the move. I mean, there is a lot of corruption from the 3 different people who've tried to bribe me already. One of them twice. Indeed, no policy is immune to misuse. These amendments are ambitious and left room for exploitation. Oh, the other ministers have finally arrived. Ah, Simon. It's back. Hope not interrupt anything crucial. No, we're just talking about the past. Yep, I look forward to hearing everyone's perspective. EPA as long as it was a key contention. The bit where other countries aren't allowed to invest more than, yeah, only more than 10% of any corporation categorized as national security sensitive. And then it was changed to 20%. There was a proposal to change it to 30%, that got shot down. Sure is a lot of reading, yeah. I realize that I can't read all of it out loud because it would take an eternity. How we position ourselves in the world. Yep, I campaign on the basis of going for market economy. Using regulation should still be beneficial. We can bring in more foreign investors. Cool. Does not inherently translate to prosperity, can lead to concentration of wealth. Okay, so I agree. I disagree. You provide valuable insight, which sounds like I'm fobbing her off, or I believe free market fosters competition, which ultimately leads to innovation. Not sure about the economic growth bit, but innovation, yeah. That's any point of view, we're looking at the potential pitfalls of unregulated capitalism. Okay, so current version date back to the 20% cap. It's a necessary step. Facing an economic crisis, which, I mean, we still kind of are. Judging by the, graph of doom, which is... I'm not sure what's considered to be the start point. I think it's here somewhere. But yeah, the graph is not looking good. If we use the last 5 changes, these were definitely all mine. Yeah, it's concerning. Because I think you're meant to be above the red line. Yeah, wasn't this a change sign of desperation? Did necessitate action, should not view change as simply a measure. Strategic decision. The act will not be repealed. What if we get an option to change the percentage instead of just straight up repealing it? Similar decisions be made, that doesn't mean we'll stop advocating for what we believe is right. Must allow us set back to deter us from exploring our options. Oh, Spectre Spectrum, and yes, it is evening. It is almost 9 PM now. There's room for further legislative efforts. Should increase our... Oh, hang on. Okay, Simon wants the threshold to go up. Now, he wants to remove it entirely, but that sounds dicey. Dealing with national security as well as economics, reverting to the 10% or keeping it as is would be a safer approach. Especially not to Rumberg. To those Rumbergians. What are they actually... Is there any... No, it doesn't seem to say what the collective noun for them is. Yes. See merits. Yes, we need to protect our national security. We also need to consider the economy. Some mix approach. What if we increase the limit to 49%? 40... I'd probably be more like 35 or 40%. $49% sounds like the kind of thing where shenanigans could accidentally end up tipping it over that. Okay, what's the worst case scenario? Assume everything goes catastrophically wrong. If any of these countries, especially Rumberg, gain control, they could cut off our power at any moment. To be forced to comply with any decision they make regarding prices. Oh yeah, that does sound dicey. It's also crucial to see them as potential partners and threats. With growth in international relations. So have you seen taking over the world? Not yet. We're trying to nail down what we're going to do about the... I keep forgetting what's called. Energy Protection Act, I think? Where basically foreign investors can't own more than a certain percentage of the companies that are important. Yeah, how would this affect prices? We don't want prices going up. Potentially see a decrease, theoretically. Job security. Increase energy prices is... People could manipulate the market. We'll see a decrease. This is very realistic. It turns out no one actually knows what the right decision is. Yeah, what about national security risks? There's leverage. Always a concern discussing foreign ownership. As well, economic might can be just as critical as military might. Yeah, how would this... how would this impact our current corporation? If you already know the answer, could find a foreign control. This will result in increased resources. Okay. Obtain the status quo could offer stability. Or we open to foreign investment 20%. Favorably the sovereign strength of our nation. So she thinks it should be returned to 10%. Keep the Rumbergs out. And Simon wants it to be either binned entirely or stuck to 49%. Decision to... Oh, right. So because I decided to do the co-investment with Rizia, let's distribute the financial burn, mitigate risks. Cool. Is a strategic move, not a concession. It's a partnership commitment to re-operation. Might not be the best partner. We have to take a balanced approach. I mean, I was slightly concerned about their history, let's say, but yeah. So I'm meticulously... How do you meticulously adjust your glasses? What, like very, very slowly? Sawn and Rizzi co-invest in the chance to build partnership. We adjust the EP could significantly impact it. Showing the Berman really does provide some reassurance. Yeah. Again, Rumberg, anti-Rumberg person, basically. Okay, so we can say we maintain the current threshold, remove the threshold, or raise the threshold. I mean, the problem is, does this lock me into 49% or not? Because honestly, I think like 25 to 35% would probably be okay. We should still prioritize, or let's consider reducing the limit. I think we'll increase it a little bit. Understand the potential economic benefits, we can't compromise our sovereignty. Sure that sovereignty interest is safeguarded. Carefully weigh the benefits and drawbacks. I like the sound of that. Cover the implications fairly thoroughly, that's true. Time to make a decision. Okay. Oh, great. So it's only 49%. There is no 25 to 35. Okay. So just chuck it in the bin and see what chaos happens. Reduce it to 10%, keep it 20%, or go to 49%. I think 20 is too low. Sure, we'll go 49. Balance approach reserves well. Track significant foreign investment, and Graph is not going to be happy. Substantial increase. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Now, my secretary's arrived. Some beverages. Would you like a drink? Thank you. Please be more considerate and ask for you enter. Just some tea, sure. One last time for quietly backing out. Being resumed. Been lending my expertise to Mr. Bennywall. That's not a real... that name doesn't exist. Ah, the bill for the workers' rights. Okay. Reserve my judgment. Yeah, I'd just say I'll reserve my judgment until I read what the bill says. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this sounds great, and then I read the bill and it's a complete disaster. Should we receive the bill for review as soon as possible? Say these things too hastily. Never concerned with... Wow, savage. No, don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. That's never a concern with you. Any work on an upcoming term, budget meeting proposal for... Oh, tax changes, joy. Range of 10% tax change for small to medium enterprise and large corporations. Yeah, careful with large changes. Caution is well placed. Cautious. Increasing taxation provides much needed revenue. Late morning lights spill into the room. Seem to signal the conclusion of the meeting. Okay. Have a great afternoon, sure. Teamwork priorities, goodbye. Balanced energy price. Currently during a period of balanced energy price affecting stability in both supply and demand. Nice. And in the other one, say... Energy protection action at 49%. Cool. And all the newspapers are probably going to be angry. A risky endeavour. It's been met with criticism. Some critics say such a drastic shift could leave exposed to the dangers of foreign influence. A risky move. Pathway to economic prosperity. And they're going to say, oh no, that's a mine disaster. 112. Jeez. How many people are in this country that hundreds are dying, it feels like every 5 seconds? Oh, and more mines are still trapped inside. Coincidentally, the workers' rights bill has been drafted for the past few months comes too late. The eyes are sort now out with me. And they've had a march for women's rights. Okay. What else have we got? What chaos is happening? Remains of former Black Battalion members have been discovered near the site of the Azam accident. Oh, a protest in 1933. They've been identified as armed officers who were pardoned by the government deployed in border security. Okay. School poisoning connected. Oh, right, the school poisoning. So someone was apprehended. Connections to last week's school cafeteria poison. Found to be politically motivated. Is connected to the bland BFFs. Well, no, the BFP version. The political version of the BFFs. Oh, she's been sentenced to 60 years in prison. Okay. Sarah's exhibiting strong potential for agricultural growth. Cool. Farmers seek support. Is it a bad sign that this bunch of news is probably the best I've had so far? And it's got, you know, a bunch of people being poisoned and a mine collapsing. Minister of Rural Development. Oh, Gus touring the region. Okay. And untapped coal, new untapped coal reserves discovered. Cool. Oh, and of course, to bring it all down, there's been a car bomb attack, and no one was injured. Timed explosive, no perpetrators have been found. Well, that's not everything about. Budget allocation for the government of Swordland. Nearly half a... Oh, okay, so it's been half a year since I became president. All the bigwigs are here. Yep, Minister Interior, Defense, Justice, Education, Health, my Chief Strategist, and Minister of Economy. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Mr. President. Ah, Peter, Gus, and David won't be attending. Ah, right, they're working on the trade agreement. So I give a barely disguised eye roll. Again, he's never going to mention the ban on the... Yeah, the red youth and sorts. How much the political aims by different administrations surely must be freedom of expression. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Gunner is right. Should be so. You also believe that both. She broke off. She knows that Lucy and Simon and Yusuf were looking at her in stony silence. Let's leave the exchange chit-chat for afternoon tea. I shot a disapproving look at me personally. Just, you know, if you have problems, call a separate meeting. Simon started loudly shuffling some documents around. Subtle. Just nod at him. It's a big day, must prioritize our spending wisely. Obtain enough political support if my ad promises were made during the election. 3 options. Either we increase, maintain, or decrease. And everyone wants an increase. Which means I'm probably going to have to cut money somewhere. Increase will result in improvement in the branch, unlock new policy options. Maintain, keep the funding result, no change. Decreasing causes a loss of efficiency. Problem is the amount of money spent. Yeah, it's how efficiently we spend it, that's true. Yeah, policy far better implemented. Systems are full of issues, yes. Careful what we fund. Yeah, we have to keep true to the promises, yeah. Much of we realistically can. If we fail improving our economy, the promises don't mean much. Yeah, I mean, if the whole country just collapses. So I'm not going to waste my peanut. You can go into debt to invest. Oh boy, here we go. Go into debt. It would worsen the economic crisis if we push it too far. Yeah, we want to avoid a crash. Measures of austerity have shown difficulties in appeasing voter groups. Jeez, I wonder why. Improving economic situation is a political priority right now. If we want to win the 58 election. Budget will also be applicable our entire term. Let's begin. What should we discuss first? Healthcare, law enforcement, military, education. Well, the military was my main election promise, wasn't it? Was there to hear out or voice my opinions. Rumbo's come whether we like it or not. Yeah, so we need to protect this nation. If Rumbo does not make a move against us, my name is not Yusuf Lancia. It's being to lose control of the Wongers. Anyone who thinks otherwise is a fool. Mr. Lancia. Right, pardon my theatrics. Serious business. There's nothing anyway. Financial resource desperate people are stoking fears of an upcoming war. Can be solved diplomatically. Oh yes, yes. What kind of message are we saying to them? Just make an army of Capacs. We'll rule the world in no time. It's not just about quantity, quality matters. We're ready to defend our nation. The government's elected because we promised we're going to focus. Yeah, we will answer that next. Okay, let's talk about healthcare. Vast provides research of the rural quality of our rural services is far worse in low-income rural areas. Achieving more funding. Everyone wants more funding. Numbers are not good in Narble. And we're just starting to ask someone happening for the pandemic. If remaining current condition, in good supply of snacks, yeah. Have an army of Capacs. Great, so if it was a pandemic, it would be catastrophic. Is indeed worrying. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut something somewhere, and it's gonna be ugly, I just know it. Increase in the funding of law enforcement. So, I mean, law enforcement is certainly a high priority. I fear attacking internal corruption is far higher importance. Do you think the funds to my department would solve the problem? If corruption is still rampant, all the police in the world won't help us. That's true. Should not reward of structures from an ever-increasing number of human rights violations. Corruption needs to be addressed. Cut the mid-budget's only one true way to go. Wow. What about education? Funding also among curriculums. Our dead curriculum is wasting our youth. It's the budget to improve access and new reform. It's lacking compared to our Cajun United Katana. Is not balanced. Nonsense. Swordsman is still here because of the system you insult. How can we solve a system to teach our sons and daughters the principles of national identity and pride? Swordland is Swordland. And now I'm just getting Incredibles 2 vibes of maths is math. We'll pay our own path. Yeah, don't get. It's fine, maintaining. Proceed. Well then, time to make a decision on the budget has come. Now I get the levers. Final budget 2. Oh, okay. 2. Oh. Oh, so 2 is what we've currently got. So that also gives me more money to use for other things. Decrease healthcare, maintain, increase. Well, assuming I'm increasing military, because that was my main election promise. I know it's bad in the long term, but I'm always tempted to cut education just because it's not the most immediate of problems. Law enforcement, I don't want to defund it, but I don't want to increase it either. You could be very safe or cut one to increase one a lot, yeah. I could basically just stick with what I currently have. No Spectrum. I haven't looked at the new modding tools for SE2 yet. I have been poking around the workshop a bit, just looking at what people have already made, like the totally not a rotor that is. In fact, I have to do it in order. I'm hoping I can go back. So if we say we're keeping police law the same, decrease education, means we can boost the other two? Can you stream when you're done with it? I don't know. I always wonder with streaming how interesting streaming that sort of modding stuff would be. Like, even just messing around with stuff in MES. With like Smitsy's recent stream talk about improving ACS. Because a lot of it is looking at SBC files, which isn't that interesting, honestly, and loading and reloading a save millions of times because something's gone wrong. Okay, we'll say increase. Law and order, maintain. Education. Wait a second, I can't count. Right, decrease. Yes, that's what I said. Oh. That's putting me at -2. No bad plus streams. Okay. If I go too far in debt, I might just crash the economy anyway. Maintain. Decrease. That. How was it 2? Why am I... The military costs that much. Okay. I think it might just have to be maintain, decrease, increase. Wait, can I just decrease everything? Just chuck everything in the bin. Sure, let's go with this. Are you sure? No, I'm not, but I'm going to commit to it anyway. It's about learning. That's true. Satisfaction, some commands, just may have others. Balanced budget with no deficit or surplus, not bad. Greed. Well, let's start with law enforcement. You're looking down the floor. I suppose we have to make do with what we have. This is not the best situation. What we do if the budget doesn't change. Any statements? I trust you to push. Yeah, I trust you to improve things. Let's maintain all on what we have. Oh, Nia is not happy. Here's the uranium is stretching on the side of law and justice. Minister of Education. Ciara is not going to be happy. A reduction? This is the opposite of what we need. Such a shame this money will go where it's less needed. This was a big mistake. And Yusuf's going to be happy. Okay, so I can basically say, you're so awesome, you'll be able to fix this anyway. Government's define its priorities, or we can move on. Yeah, sorry, it's just not on the top of the list. It's not on the list, can't funding result of disaster. What's next? Yosef is happy. It's an honor to serve a president, respects the military. I don't know why I'm siding with Harkonnen here. Because I promised to, I suppose. Lucian seems about to write something, but look down his note. Penryn, nice behind him. With your talent experience, you overcome the issues. Support you provide, I'll protect the country. Let's hear from Mr. Benny Wall, which I still insist his name is made up. Because to maintain the funding is needed, I don't think our service will be better. Everything, everyone wants everything to be a priority. Pins are noted. Very difficult to accomplish without an increase of funds. Covers all branches. Each minister will approach you with their respective policy requests and expectations. Oh boy. Okay, so thank you everyone. For those who didn't like decisions, don't take it personally. I wouldn't be, regardless of what happened, I wouldn't be here without it. Yeah, that's true. I didn't want to make these choices, but I had to. Let's bid their farewells, some excitedly, others dejectedly. Cabinet slowly dispersed. And the news is happy military personnel, consistent economy, brain drain, increased funding, decreased education. Swedish government budget. Ministry of Defense says its budgets grow more than expected. And the radical is not going to be happy at all. Rain cuts back on education, yeah. Remember, around 10 billion less than initially thought. This came as a shock. Controversial decrease. Okay, what on earth have we done? So military, increased funding. Situations, happy military personnel. Well, they're less likely to try and overthrow me in a coup, assuming that's a thing. Economy is consistent. Close line with the type of development doctrine we are promoting, which emphasizes the importance of promoting sustainable growth. Increased education funding. Have further exacerbated the challenges. I mean, decrease in healthcare budget. I thought I kept it the same. Brain drain. Lack of government focus on education caused many bright students to leave to other countries. Oh dear. Alright, was there any of the... What was the, oh, right, they're still working on the diplomatic mission. Form committee status report. Oh, so far they've been able to get 87 of the 150 signatures we need to pass the constitutional reform. Or to get it, in the assembly. Continue. Will everything collapse? Chapter 2, A New Swordland. Completed Chapter 1. Let's go. And what's the economic graph? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. This is looking good. That doesn't look great, yeah. I invite local fishermen to residence for afternoon tea. Cool. Oh, they had a national soccer league and girls wins again. Prime Minister Lesbia visits Pales. Navy forces Nine drill ship to retreat. Arcasia fires. Oh, they've tested their ICBM. The Times Congress suggests State of the Union and revolutionary expansion. Okay. Regional airport overcrowded. Spring request for an investment. Cool. What have we got back out in Narble? Education requires improvement. Literacy rate is at 8. Was it 80% before or 83? It might already be going down. And rural regions have a 64%. And I cut the funding. Massive network of BF... The fact it's BFF just leads to so many accidentally funny things. Massive network of BFF priests discovered. Large-scale religious network encompasses all cities in Bergia. 100, possibly thousands of gold-kundist worshippers. Dozen arrests were made, but since most police don't speak blue, it will be difficult to find the actual ringleaders. Oh, they want to ban Golkondism and Bludish. Oh, what have we got from the border? Military equipment outdated. Needs replacement as soon as possible. Oh, that's why they got the better funding. Okay, what have we got going on in Hopsort? Workers' Rights Act has been passed. Okay. Section 1 sets the ground for fair compensation by starting minimum wage of 2.5 Swordish Ren per hour. Cool. Maximum limit of 60 hours per week. Okay, introduce concept double overtime pay. Any work performed a normal 40-hour work week will be compensated twice the hourly rate. Section 4 says some worker safety. Section 5 sends protection to mine run documented worders. Veto or sign. -1 government budget. Yeah. I mean, what's the minimum? Okay, so minimum is -20 and max is 30. So a little bit of debt isn't necessarily immediately catastrophic. I think... yeah, sign it and pray. Okay, what do we got? Got workers' rights reform, it's been passed. What's the economy say? Increased employee costs. Create charges for business terms of expenditure. I mean, I did already bail the businesses out, so assuming they haven't already spent all that money. Improved working conditions. Low-income workers getting a decent living, which can help reduce poverty and social inequality. Cool. New war on workers' rights. After President Reign, I think pre-offering 6-hour debate. Also expresses gratitude. President Reign was bill caused the initial protests against the government to mellow after the Marble Mine disaster. Chance of anger returned to solidarity marches. And, well, the people of the mining group is unhappy. After the public announcement, Neiman has received hundreds of lawsuits. Wow. Okay, so people are... Well, the average person is now slightly less angry at me. Surprising move, President Rain decided to do something right for his citizens. Wow. This looks as a publicity move after the terrible Mall mine disaster. On the other hand, this may simply be a diversion from the actual real issues. I mean, it's not entirely wrong, and that's at least part of the reasoning. Not the main reason, but certainly part of it. Oh, the Republic of Magnolia and... Oh, what have we got? Unidentified object. Is this aliens? Spotted close to Canali border. Unidentified object. Flight high altitude, very high speeds, and no claim what the object could be. Could be a low orbit satellite. Magnolia offshore drilling near Haji increases tensions because these two countries have been fighting over this island for ages. Just a weather balloon, yeah. Near very close to disputed territory has increased tensions, turned into a standoff. Several hours of the gridlock to be resolved. And considering the amount of shipping that goes through this area, it is rather a big deal. Oh, where's... Oh, back in Wholesale, right. Okay, an evening walk with Monica, regional investment decision, and budget allocation. I think... what should we do first? I think... we'll do the evening walk first, sure, why not? Frank was at friends, Jam's art class, Mike and I decided to go out for a walk. Please tell me they're not going to try and assassinate me again. Well, I wasn't the target, hopefully, but... All the children morning spent many evening engaged in deep conversation. That's the woods behind the complex. Benefits of being present. Mike met me by the door. We put our coats. Guards told me it's been closed for another protest. I wonder who they're protesting this time. Okay, what does it matter? Common thugs must be those damn communists. The young swords are taking it too far. I mean, yeah, the young swords have been. In any case, where should we go? I'm not sure Capital Park is a wise idea to climb either. Okay, so stay inside the perimeter or just go for a wander? I think let's play it safe this time. The bit with the protesters last time was a bit tense. Agree, let's go back then before children get home. On the guards by route, we left the house. Guards further discreet distance, we head towards the walking trail. Broke the sun. So how was your day? Yeah, geez, the number of meetings. I don't know, imagine some fine, but it's too late. I hope yours was better. It's fine, I caught up on some ring while the children were at school. Just at the gate, I glimpsed Ernest Corona, former Minister of Justice. I remember that he used to be his vice minister, he didn't seem to notice us. And once 400 strong in souls, judiciary reforms, after his government blocked his every move, he gave up his ideals. What do our ideals really mean if they can be changed so easy? What about the people we idolize? And also came around for teach this high, she's feeling a bit low though, apparently she and Peter had a bit of disagreement. Oh no! Peter's in the doghouse again, how happy. He does seem like the sort of guy to be like that. Had too much whiskey and didn't behave when everyone's father was over for dinner. That's a bit, to be honest, I don't care, it's a rough patch. I mean, yeah, he's acting a bit unprofessionally, I've noticed. Let's maybe have a word with him. Good, everyone's in close to tears, jeez. Wow. Wow, that is, certainly a second option. Yes, this game does not hold back on being completely savage. Let's go with the other choice. Monica, oh. Aren't you glad we have this kind of quarrels? She just didn't say anything. Uh-oh. No one's been sent since what happened to her at Wholesome. How she got fired for supporting Alfonso. Yeah, sad day for... She had it... Wow. Maybe he didn't try hard enough to get it coming off. Sad day for journalism freaks. It's like, it's almost like, are you sure you don't want to be savage? Plenty of green, Santa and green. Had the Vectans, I'll spec Janice on the phone. Who? Oh, Janice, right. Do I actually remember who Janice is? I don't. I legitimately don't remember who Janice is. No idea. I was gonna say it's... Wait, that's not, was it Peter's kid? Oh wait, was it the kid of the guy who got assassinated? It might be, actually. Sounds about right. I would assume it's a character who's already popped up. My friend from university. Okay, no, I was completely wrong. Few years I'm gonna be wearing the hair. Can't afford to be out dinner with her and her husband once or twice. Neither name nor description. I've forgotten. Oh no. I still don't remember. Anyway, she's been working as an executive assistant at the film studio. Okay, cool. She's become pregnant and asked her boss for paid maternity leave. I get the feeling he said no, judging by how she's bringing this up. She was what? She was fired. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, don't we have the what is it? Overview. Where is it? Law. Where was it? Yeah, every sword is equal for the law. This one is a bit about women's rights as well, but I can't find it. Yeah, that's terrible. No, I was beside myself when she told me, and that's not. Oh, it's gonna get worse. They immediately replaced it with a younger, less experienced man, the son of an executive. Oh, so nepotism as well. Yeah, they must have wanted him in there. That's just obviously, I know that. Happens that a friend works at a television station trying secretary, so I connected two of them. Yeah, that doesn't solve the deeper problem. Exactly, I need to be on the same page. Yay, we agree, cool. When this country still seen as well as mother's first, human being second, harassed work, unpaid, blocked from position of power, and those are the lucky ones. Place country where I denied the right to an education, and I just cut the education funding, didn't I? Well... Go on. It was like just need someone to speak on their behalf, or I'm a successful woman. Reached the pond, trail venture of one Mike and Jess chewing at me, sat down. Moving to my point. I know the mayor of Enrique will be doing a speech at the annual opening of the festival. We should take his place. Oh, hang on. Is this going to involve me using some of my influence to basically replace the mayor with my wife? Oh, one of someone's most influential politicians. Current mayor personally invited to make the speech. Likely anger him, put not enough cause huge, might enough use the influence like a service to block the assembly. Oh. Oh dear. The difficult choices just don't stop. Makes a speech on women's rights and soil and oppression, discrimination faced every day on the basis of our sex alone. I want a voice heard. I just need your best. Oh. Ugh. My time in social leave Women University supported me then. I'm asking you to support me now. Her eyes were blazing with a fire and senses from students. She wanted this badly. But I had to be careful with my promises. Ooh. George's speech. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, it could go catastrophic. So have to be at the festival. Do I just go full chaos? Can I go 3 and then make a decision? I think... question a bit further first. Has to be now. 1,000 go to this festival. Men watch speech at home and women can't wait any longer. Okay. Oh. If you've ever been married, you know the answer is 1. That's true, but I am also the president. But equally, I've kind of annoyed the Conservatives already, so what's tweaking their noses a bit more going to do? Of course, knowing my luck, the whole constitutional reforms will never pass, and they'll chuck me out. Sure, you know what? Let's go for it. My full support. Maybe you think, Anton, you have no idea how much this means. She beamed at me, her face flushed with excitement. One way or another, I want to contribute to his country no matter what happens. We're not weak, we're only strong as we stand by our ideals. This is why I married her. This passion resolved. I should have anticipated sooner or later she would join me in the political arena. Rose to the bench, started making her way back home. Otherwise, we end up like Colonel Sol. Say, Will, that relic of the past was, and frankly still is, one of the most idealistic people. Guess again. Alfonso? Tries best, yes, he fails, is one reason. Oh, is it Krona then? Back down as it is, and everyone knows what he actually is. Spineless. That was how people remembered Ionis. How would they remember me? Whatever he had done, whatever ideals he had lost, he must have had his reasons. They remember me as a true patriot who formed the country, where they write about me in the history books. Will there be people to write the history books? Let's get back to the house. Okay. Of course, lead the way. Smart. No, I believe I will. Call my secretary and ask her to inform Miss Celeste that Monica will make a speech instead. He is not going to be happy. Sun began to sit over the horizon. Nationwide peaceful protests. Taking place in response to recent events, the situation on effective management risk these could escalate into violence. Okay. Gold can display violence in Swordland. More energized gas, investing. Explosion deer. Oh, bomb attack on a police station. Okay. Swordland in a tough spot. Economic staying debt. Considerable dent in the reserves. Boost surrounding nations. Chance of disasters. Oh, base expands on island. Condemns Arcasian soldiers. Close to the borders. Sawland. I don't know, Sawland. I like the idea of the pun of calling it Swordland. With me spending so much in the military. Red youth members charged with terrorism and treason. Sentenced to 96 years in prison. We're all swords, yeah. Lesbia condemns Rizia's energy alliance. Oh, so Lesbia is not happy. Okay. Rizia has collaboration success, of course. Gaston resumes hiring after several months of pause. Welcome 100 new employees to its workforce. Young sword members arrested and facing terrorism charges. It's 154 years in prison. Jeez. Time. O'Connor's finds some deer. And we've got BFF bombs police station. That was the perpetrators have escaped into the mountains. The border guards have been notified of the attacks in case they try to flee to Wayland. Oh. They get out after 120 years for good behaviour. I have vague memories of seeing maybe like a Guinness World Record or somewhere where the longest sentence was given to some sort of financial scam in Thailand where they got like 119,000 years. Something ridiculous. Read the report. General Staff commends administration. Cool. Yeah, they were obviously happy. Kruger, who doesn't quite like me as much, praised the administrations for its increase in spending. Cool. Budget allocation and read release. Office reading reading reports about the protest, not reading protests from the ministries. The record being something like 5k years. I read this a very long time ago, so it might have been completely wrong. But yeah, it was some like ridiculous in the thousands of years. Plus, it's entirely possible it probably got reduced on appeal. The federal meeting was with Nearlist to discuss the law enforcement budget, which is... Wait, is this a separate budget? Near entered... Lewis was absent. Apparently, an urgent man the Ministry of Interior had to attend to. Okay. That's a couple minutes less than Lewis. Great. Yeah, what is this urgent matter? It's about supply distribution She said urgent and then said nothing major. Turned to reports near smooth back and errant strand of her hair. There was an awkward silence. We wait when we have a little chat. Sure, I am proud of you. Despite everything you're actually trying to... I am trying to reform the country. I couldn't do this by myself. Not without all this advice. Well, thank you. So never away with words, don't you? I wouldn't be the president otherwise, yeah. She laughed. Fair enough. Lean forward. How are you really holding up being the president? I mean, it's been great. Nothing I can't handle. It feels the whole way the country crushes me down every single day. It's the hardest thing I've ever done is also the... Yeah, it has been difficult, certainly. So much responsibility and so much power at the same time. To assist you. Unfortunately, my hands are tied with the current budget allocation. We knocked the door. Neil almost jumped in a chair and Lilius entered the room. Hope not interrupting. We were just discussing a few things. Neil smart Lilius. Sorry for me later as an important man in the ministry. Security force. Berger arbitrary. Not co-op. Oh, not the special zone of Berger again. There's some more annoyances. I cannot control their operations. I could completely botch their tasks and actually uncover a large network of priests recruiting Bergers for the BFFs. This sounds very significant. Yeah, do I need a rundown of what's happening? Miscommunication, ongoing investigation, didn't affect the results. There's some troubling facts. Massive networks. Most of the existing gold contest factories are indeed working directly for the BFF. Then again, she has been jumping at shadows a lot. Possible infiltration of Jasmiris and... how the heck do you pronounce that? Do you just ignore the W and just say... Even then, Rehisist? Rehisist? Rahisist. I don't know. Doesn't worry yet. Keep following this lead. Okay. Well then, let's go straight in. It's a law enforcement. What? We get their own budget. Think not. Ministry of Justice, Supreme Court is working close collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, and the Supreme Court's not very happy at the minute after I basically told them to get lost. Enforcement Ministry doing their jobs efficiently. Success we have force on the ground. Near a brief, withering glance. Current budget has damned hopes of more funding. With mass protests happening in the country, we're staying exactly what we're for. So not the right decision when we're dealing with mass protests. Many of the Ministry of Justice hope for an increase and we're not happy about no change. So this is going to be where now everyone is unhappy about not getting money. We have to deal with a growing court backlog as a matter of a challenge. Yeah, I had to make sacrifices. That's might very well damage the structural integrity of Swordland. Many have seen the ripples are being felt across the country. I must have returned to the ministry. Me too. They left the room. Okay, so they're not happy. I could hear their muffled voices they argued. Protests target sacred symbols of destiny. Recession is growing faster. Richter calls president to action, like term limits electoral thresholds. And people are condemning military maneuvers. It's not improving. That graph is still not improving. BFF's using schools to recruit and train militants. Oh no. Situation is concerning. Take immediate action. Red lines are getting higher, yeah. The red line is getting further away from where I am. Oh, and -2 government budget. Extensive regional investment package. Bergia, Lauren, Agland, don't invest. Ugh. So Bergia is that weird special region of its own. Lauren is... Where is that? Here, next to the capital. Wait, wasn't that the place where more coal was found? I mean, I suppose we could destroy the environment. Some more after vetoing the green legislation. And Agland, which... Wait, didn't they find gas up here, I think? See information. Let's go protests. Road network. Actually, we were building the highway. I wasn't there. Lack of healthcare, high levels of poverty. Agland, you're building the highway. Oh yeah, because it was from Lockhaven to yeah, was it to Arvia or Laren? I forget. Low industrial output, significantly below its potential, which is hurting the economy. And what was Verge again? Verge was weird, its own special thing. Verge special zone governed from the headquarters. I think that's going to be lower. Government budget decreased. Investment Lauren. Substantial investment plan. What does the news think? Government investment Lauren. So to attract investors, kickstart the massive industry in the region that has shrunk. Oh. Oh. Lincoln Lockhaven. Got discussion of change to tax system and briefing on the highway construction issues. People seem employed. To resolve the strike. Oh, here we go. So we've got a strike happening. Mayor welcomed his own match, took some brief tour. Simon looked a little worried, but Elias was dead serious. Message support from the mayor. Moved to a meeting room. Tourist Holding has reached out to us and requested more funds. Oh. Report to finish the highway, they realized more capital than necessary due to the new labour laws. Of course. So they might miss that target with the current trajectory. Unacceptable, I should know, cheaper offer wasn't technically possible. I mean, yeah, the people trying to bribe me now, requesting more funds. If we don't provide, we face a delay, which would endanger our reputation. Why do they need extra money? If I was seeing expenses came from the new bill, a couple of shipment companies that contribute with those increased costs, some more control of these construction projects. Must avoid. Mistakes happening. Project. Avoid this issue. Sink more money into this, or let them figure it out. Oh. I'm not going below -5. Basically, unless, I don't know, Rumberg's about to invade, maybe. Fine, let's give them the additional funds, see if we can get some money elsewhere. To which, allocate the funding. First, if we were to do a job properly, then they get more money. Ridiculous. Regards to decisions made. So Lilius really doesn't like me now. Good night. And we left the room. Oh, does that mean I'm going to have to raise taxes? I'm flip-flopping all over the place. It's like increase the amount of money. No decrease, no increase. Top 4 business council, pretty much had a great view of beautiful Lockhaven. Sea stretched far as the eye could see with 12 main ships. The harbour was home to one of the largest harbours in the entire continent. Simon, Macau, and Edith enter the main room. Mr. President, good afternoon, President. Good afternoon. Checking documents. I'd like to mention some rumours that I heard. Workers' Rights Act did not sit with overme business holders, obviously. Especially the first section about the minimum wages. Heard the same has caused the business to lose millions of rand just overnight. Fortunately, really, especially during a recession. Yeah, if someone wants to say something, they can say it to me directly. Neither responded. Simon's waited patient. Someone's ready. I'd like to thank everyone here for working on taxes reform. We all know how complicated our current system is. This work won't be possible. Turn to me. Ultimate goal here is to end the recession. But so I need to not sink all the businesses into the ground, but I also need to get more money. Continuing direction. 3 possibilities. Increase, maintain, or decrease taxes for large corporations. Sounds room have few opinions. We can increase, maintain, or decrease the taxes for small and medium. So what if we increase the taxes? It's not an option. Our economy is in shambles. Okay. I'm not sure if it's a good idea with the current state of our economy. Increasing their taxes will turn them on you. Increase the taxes will have disastrous results, which will make an enemy of them. It goes both ways. Of course. What if we decrease the taxes then? It's not an option now, stays, but Simon, you've just said both of them aren't options. What, your solution is going to be taxing small and medium business? Barely functioning. I see. So we can't do it? Not possible unless we try and balance with a tax increase. Do not advise that, though. Is there any downsides to keeping things as they are? It's the only thing we can do at this point anyway. Economy is completely destroyed. What's well, -4, so the economy is... Oh. So one thing we should do. Well, I would have preferred a decrease. Doesn't seem to be the best option. Increase tax for large corporations. Balance it. Maintain. Oh. It's gonna go so badly. Sounds great when they give you options and say, yeah, all around the question because I'm at -4 budget already. Now what? We'll just maintain everything. Not change anything, work anything. You just said none of the options worked! And now you're protesting that we're not doing anything. I'll put the information as soon as possible. Okay, let's move on to small and medium businesses. If we increase taxes. People have no money left to give to the state. Decrease. Our state is broke. Okay, so we're just saying we have no money. I'm ready to make a decision. We'll just keep it the same. Because this is maintain. But the winners again kept watching the scene in silence for some more time. Advocates for tightened immigration. Torren Hill School wins award. Sonic threatens new military incursions targeting BFF. King of Rumberg, Queen Beatrice Livingston calls Swordland. They called us a threat to world peace. What? She condemned the Ryan's police violence. Also, person worried about the direction it's headed. So you urged Rumberg now to secure the southern border. Oh, here we go. Asian Tree Organization, what they got? Capitalism's diverse forms, Outcourts a summit, talk about how awesome they are, etc, etc. Green Rural Development Plan is completion. Cool. So we've got visit and inspection of schools. And Alfonso Foundation asks for donation. Private donation from the president. I mean, I do have a little bit of money. Known for its philanthropic efforts. Sure. We'll lob some money in. Watch that somehow be a sign I'm corrupt or something. Presidential generosity is a list of mixed response. Towards Lord the Move, critics question the president's motivation. Detractors have put out links between Alfonso Foundation and the former president, suggesting maybe political. Yeah, I thought that happened. Charity or camouflage, yeah. Received nothing more than classic case of millionaire power play. Visit inspection of school. Okay, let's go. Prestigious. Oh, right, the one that just won the award. News to got our cars about the entrance. Our president not going unnoticed. At least 10 reports following us around. Oh, the principal, who is literally just called principal. He doesn't even get a name. Poor guy. There's a man of short stature with a bushy moustache, pair of glasses, approached quickly, stopped by security guards. They started paying him down. That won't. Let's just wait for them to finish. The guard said to me, "No, Mr. President, so trying to meet you." Shake his hand and smile for the cameras. Sure. The reporters instantly snapped a few photos. Maybe this is his name. His name is just Principal, yeah. Could be. Welcome to Humble School. Sorry about this. Yeah, sorry about the security guards. Excellent, you must be Mr. Gillade. Pleasure to meet you. Principal, yeah. So good of you to come all the way out here. Thank you. School's name was inscribed in giant letters. I'm not even going to attempt to read what that says. Struck them in something. Ah, education is the premise of progress in all societies and all families. Ah. For the gates, the many students I'm in front of the stairs, and the students dancing the national anthem. Principal proudly looked at them. Marvelous, my dear students. Anthem finished, all the students immediately snapped to attention and turned to me. Looks like more like a military institution than school. You do have a point. That's what prize says on discipline is the utmost importance. Sure, we'll say very good. Now I frowned. Liked it, Mr. President. I watched the students take the daily student oath. Oh, yep, it's just boy student and girl student. I'm so much drinking my burn. I respect our own animals, I protect the young. Belongs to soul now, belong to it forever. Colonel Soul and the Great Swords. Nod. What? No one even remembers it after they graduate. Wow. Right, we'll take a look at one of our classrooms. 7A. As soon as I enter, the whole classroom rose up and snapped to attention. Sit down, please. Same one girl walked up to us. These are my top students, our top class. Here's my son. To be a general, sir. Rate it. It is nonsense. I mean, ideally I'd prefer to not have that happen. Yeah, they're overdoing it a bit. Swedish themselves, the boy looked up and smiled at his father. And went back to the camera's flash. Simply ridiculous, you're raising soldiers, you're not students. So, what do you think about this? She's a top student in school, excellent grades are to... I didn't ask you, wow. What do you think about your school? I see if I'm to knit and see what the bows learn science and carry on. Smile all while take these stupid handcraft class. There's me. Math and reading skills are best in school. They won't let me take class on just because I'm a girl. I want to be a scientist, not some soldier's wife. Yeah, I think this is getting too much. You make the necessary changes. This is too far. Personally check by ensure that changes are made. It's a large portrait of Colonel Soul. In for a penny, in for a pound. Take that down. So it's a portrait of Colonel Soul. We can't take that. Lucy into it. Took the frame down and gave it to the principal. In reports look confusing at 14. Me photos of the portrait being taken down. This is either going to be brilliant or unleash an absolute catastrophe, and everyone's going to hate me and chuck me out. Tiana was smiling when she was looking at her. She nodded. Or both. Well, yeah, both. Both is always an option. Fortunately, we're almost out of time. We have other meetings. Thank you for the warm welcome. It's definitely a statement, yeah. I was like with that Supreme Court judge guy. It's like, I was trying to play nice, but it's like, no, this is too far. I'd like to speak with the girl alone. Very well. Thank you for visiting our school, sir, as he's probably screaming internally. Watching the classroom yell, but the boy who I met was the loudest. Leave. Another round of photos, we departed. Okay, what on earth is the news going to make of this? Should be interesting. President visits school. Okay, so this is just generic. Okay, so they just had generic news, didn't really comment on what happened. Oh yeah, here we go. Rain brings Soul's portrait down. Captured on cameras, asked school staff to bring Soul's portrait down. Soul's controversial question about the president's intentions. President Rain was not fond of the quality and the content of the education. Many nationalists and moralists have raised their concerns. I mean, we were trying to remove his immunity anyway, so... Balanced energy prices in Sweden remain remarkably stable. That's something positive-ish. Member of Assembly arrested. National Front Party was arrested for supporting young swords and aiding terrorism. At least 2 other members also detained. Took back place against a backdrop of rising criticism of the government's purge. President Rain, the USP and the Colonel. President speaking to the before you order removal of support from the building. The reasoning behind this controversial brave move still stands as unknown. Surely create problems with his own party. Might have been just for show or sign there are widening cracks. And foreign countries accused of sowing discord. Pretty normal. Geralt unveils newest wine and sends message. New wine to Steam collection. Certifying collection to the palace. Wine connoisseurs and industry experts await the opportunity to savor the new vintage. Cool. Not particularly useful info. CSP advocates dissolution of MEF-TM... What? Oh, International Trade Zone. The joint venture between Rizia, Morelli, and Lesbian Valsland. Expect a seismic shift. Clear intention to nationalize the mines and ports. Oh boy. And that's what drew immediate attention from Lesbia's Prime Minister, who firmly expressed his commitment to maintaining the current status quo. Reveal a proposal of education reform. With what money? Ah, so we're still there. See, I was having me and Lucian to go over our plans. I couldn't even sleep thinking about the little boy girl. Never been more sure of my intentions to reform. So if the reading glass on the table. Yeah, this. And now she's going to be happy that I cut the fun. Repeat the same style as propaganda every day. They're being brainwashed and aged when their minds need to be free. Young girls denied the same opportunity as boys. Nothing changed since I went to school. You're like me, even your wife had to stay twice as hard to receive the same university education. We need to bring change, we need to free them as these young people are our future. You just say everything's fine. No. What do we need? She's going to say more money, which is a bit late. Keep politics out of the curriculum. Should only be viewed as a historical figure. It's actively pointing to young bright minds. So Henry received the same instruction. Must be technically skilled and capable. We care with the amount of nationalist indoctrination. What would it be? Absolutely agreed. Although you should probably just ask Lucian's opinion first. As much as I respect Colonel Sarway's time's past, now is our time. Reform. Let's go. It'll be an uphill battle considering the education budget was low against my recommendations, but I'll give it my best. Decision made, let's move on. Very well. Skimmed over documents. Reduction of the budget left our hands complete. Time and budget crisis management situation. Allowing privatization. Oh. What are the advantages? Aren't me, we give Soy needed funding. Oh. Delighted to say to decrease the budget didn't force us to consider this, we just need the funds. We need the money though. Okay, let's do it. Should be it for now. We have to work with the report later. Very productive day. Give me time. I get the feeling I'm going to regret that. All for +1 budget. Felt calmer here somehow, but I have to return the chaos of Holsford soon enough. Government budget, education gap, modernize education, tourism industry heavily declining, education privatization, education reform. A lot of things are happening. So what do we got? Got tourism industry heavily declining. I thought we were meant to be having a tourist boom. Or is that what the trade deal thing was for? Government has introduced an education privatization plan. Education reform to remove nationalistic indoctrination from the education system. It needs to promote intellectual exploration, create a more inclusive education. Shift towards privatized education to raise concern regarding its impact on the country's social and economic well-being. True. Modernize education techniques. Introduction of new technologies, teaching methodologies. Students expect to have a more well-rounded education and better prepared if you can afford it. Just unfortunate, really. Greater Holston free of protests. Decisive intervention by government forces, police brought a conclusive end to the paralysing protests. Tragic tragedies. 100 riot police cleared protesters. Rain is making a mistake. Oh. Head of Swordland, the National Front Party blames for not being able to have a discussion about reform, and he's also criticizing Richter. Mixed response where one side's blaming this change, and instead the oligarchs are defending this to increase the quality. Demonstrators arrested. Alright, current proposal. Yeah, that. Constitution. I don't think it's still... I think it's still where we... I think it's changed that much. Just imagining things. Teachers strike. Oh, are they unhappy about the privatization thing? Ah, to declare opposition to reduction in the budget. Some even brought their children past solidarity. And the minister is equally unhappy about the developments. United Qatar launched a second satellite. Kept facilitating radio communications. Catapults to the forefront of space-based communication technology. No other nation currently possesses this capability. Okay. Ministry and Education started work on reform. Details will be finalized. We discussed the indoctrination of education. Okay, what horrendously tricky choice have we got next? Rural Regional Development Proposal. Oh, the budget is looking worse and worse. Okay, so we've got subsidies for new farms, mechanize existing farms, initiate new crop research. You know what, let's go research, let's go innovation. As I immediately lose the money I just gained from privatization of schools. So there's a strong focus on strengthening the agricultural sector. That's really cool. Meeting with Gloria Tori on planned reforms. She's not going to be happy. Arrived at the assembly, just only a 5-minute drive away from the palace. So, today I had a private meeting with Gloria Tori, one of she's the conservative wing, I think. And became famed for obstruction in the assembly of some of his policies. Speaker for a second time. To get her approval for the proposal, she's also keen reaching 150 signatures to propose a new constitution. Actually, extensive control of our party's conservative and moderate wings. Founded by memories of historic building. Despite being a member of something not long ago, now I feel like just a pass. Walked into the left wing after the door and entered. We'll be professional. Good morning. See you, Mr. Rain. Small, neatly organised office, small figurines, frozen plants, had a homey feel. I just took it. The chair was very uncomfortable. What? Stick spikes on it. Really unhappy about it. How are you doing? I'm fine, Mr. Rain. How are you? I'm fine. Let's keep it simple. She's not going to be happy. Both of them while we're here, you want me to give you my support. I don't see why the backbench USP would support your rush reforms. You realize they go directly against the wishes of the founder. Yeah, they're not against anyone. In the name of democracy. I'm going reverse Emperor Palpatine. You like the USP to disintegrate. Even though you owe everything to Colonel So, I think you never liked him. I mean, the whole pulling down the picture of him maybe didn't help. There's nothing personal about this. Nothing to do, we're facing quite the opposition, that's all I can say. I'm sure we can make a deal. I'm not so sure. Especially when trying to decrease the electoral threshold. You must notice bringing the communists into the assembly, probably have a deal with either them or maybe the PFG. Yeah, I haven't made a deal with anyone. Don't know how you actually even be justified. To switch 3% is unacceptable. Can I actually destroy our party? Oh. Will they ensure your support? I don't know what to say before seeing a commitment. I mean, the same goes for me, really. Says we'll definitely oppose you unless you... Oh. Wait a second, this hasn't been published yet, so people don't know what my plans are. Or did they? Like, is this still a secret or not? Like, is it only within the party at the moment? Should have set it to 8% instead of 3%. Because maybe they would have tolerated that, begrudgingly. Well, I can't go back in time. Oh, joy. So, theoretically, I could basically collapse the own party I'm in, and I basically have to work with the Richter dude to try and keep a majority, which, that can be dicey. You know what? Let's go down swinging. So I won't be able to help you. I wish you luck going signatures you need. Somebody stood up. I must get back to work. Thanks for stopping by. For a hand's sake. No, I'm fine. We'll shake it. So we won't be able to cooperate in other matters. One swing was my outlet was the last hope to get the needed. He landed quite uncertain if we get 166 votes. Surgery back to Paris, where I met Lucy and told him the bad news. BFF warned Wayland, Sword and Lesbia. Spokespersons of the BFFs released a statement condemning the governments for their treatment of British citizens. Spend some time... Oh, Lucian offers to play chess. Sure. Or don't play and relax at home. Sure. Let's play some chess. An evening chess match with Lucian. Well, we're just going to play chess inside the game. So, running simpler times of late night strategy sessions and chess matches, you just get political chaos. As we're tense and friendly, you can always challenge your opponent. Strategies both on the chessboard and politics, the same unpredictable edge. Soft not into memory. The video came in with our usual coffee. Long nights of strategy playing our game of chess. You two never stop thinking. True. Have you ever to learn? The complex playing to professionals. Hope you it's not always the king who holds the power, sometimes a whole place pawn can change you. It can teach us a lot about politics. Playing chess with politicians will tell more about their goals and plans than a speech. Its dexterous maneuvering reflected the unseen orchestration that helped Peter and me ascend through the ranks. Final piece of center position, the board transformed to time banishment. Shall we get this game underway? Which colour do you prefer? If we'll take black, why not? What is yours to react to? Again. Waiting for a Reti opening. Interesting. It's kind of surprising. March of the Night. 6. Symmetrical. Oh, Fiend and Bishop. Interesting. Bishop's Throne. Opening moves transformed to middle game Battle of Wits. Been changed to Lucian's pro ass my resilience. Next move to improve Lucian's Queen cut path to the harder board, messing my vulnerable king side. Stakes were sky high. A roomish gambit. I'm pretty sure that's made up. That's not a real chess term. Yeah, let's take the gamble. It's risky. Oh, wait, no, I know what that is. That's, a fake version of the Marshall Gambit, which obviously they just renamed because in universe this is different. Would be my guess. Boldness can lead... Yeah, sometimes one must gamble to win. Calmly sees Queen across the board, string when I say pawn, his sound of smoke really understood my gambit. They made a bold move, pushing his pawn from a vulnerable position. Just secure my 3 ambitious strong potential double attack. Rizian's Fork. Let's go. Daring maneuver, you're an adept tactician, it's far from over. Isn't that what makes the game exciting? Yeah. Let's play the bank, right? You consider all the consequences. Center was congested, show uses than the yielding star. His formation was formidable. Mind of the game, its queen was uncomfortably close, radiating danger. Game was slipping from my grasp. As the Nevsky sacrifice, would I hunker down and hope for a draw? No, we're not going defensive. That's boring. Bold sacrifice. If illusion found a trap, I might manage to draw. If you saw through it, my loss was imminent. Sacrifice in vain, I accept. Bold move backfired, and it was over. No, I have lost. I admit defeat. Played well, better luck next time. We learn less from victories, though. She was in high spirits, with a gleaming red of contentment. Mind the trials I enjoyed in my career. Such as was rarely as black and white. Yeah, it sounds like he's got some interesting stories. Well, some more complex situations. Yeah, it must have been quite eventful. Shadows. There was a time where I served in a capacity that wasn't so... Oh, hang on. Is this going to turn out he was like a spy or something? Danced on a knife. This is sounding more and more like he was a spy. Okay, he's dropped his empty glass. He fell into a moment of quiet introspection. Can you tell me more? What's different capacity? This is where I found this. Let's call it intelligence work. Yep, he was a spy. Complex dance. That's certainly unexpected. Late King Rare found out part of King Edwin's intelligence service. Man May would find objectionable. Much of my loved. Oh, you can't leave me hanging like that. Thank you. Good night, Mr. President. I learned a thing or two, but the man was more of a mystery. He's planning a takeover. Hopefully not. The construction project is, what, 3/4 done? How's the trade? Diplomatic mission is 60% of the way there. Okay, what have we got? Meeting with Alvin Clavin on planned reforms. Who is this again? Alright, the reformer swing. He'll probably happy with my proposals, mostly. I definitely need to get this guy on side. Because I've already got the conservatives and moderates already offside because of Gloria. So, I'm hoping he's happy with what I've done. Some members conversing inside. Reached the room, knocked on the door. Mr. President, welcome. He felt claustrophobic. Oh, there's just books and dossiers everywhere. Just I took a seat. Did a bomb drop in this office? Wow. How's everything? Busy, the pie's been working hard. How's it going in Palace? I lost a game of chess, and the economy is in shambles. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. It's great to hear. Just my gratitude for passing the Workers' Rights Act. Okay, so he's happy. Cool. Someone who's happy with the decision I made. It's a miracle. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. Do you need the people create your administration to pay for a positive change? Businesses will share the burden. It's changed. Bye-bye. The past party's going well. Alan smiled and knocked on wood. Thanks for coming here for input on some subjects where Gloria and I don't see eye to eye. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I have to say, most of the progressives are already starting to warm up to you. Attempt to change the constitution created quite a bit of excitement. Some issues. Okay. I cannot suppose its current state. Okay, what's the problem? Where to even begin? Oh, dear. I basically have to get him on side as well. Concerned about the drastic increase. Term limits. We can address that today. It's good to know. So, what are you thinking about? You know what? Sure, I'll go the term limits. Why not? Support. Oh, okay, so... Cool, so I was able to keep the percentage lower as in exchange for the term limits. I mean, that's fine. Maybe consider me for job in the government in the future for this. Continue your votes. Of course. That was surprisingly less catastrophic than I was expecting. I still really should have gone for 8% instead of 3, though. The meeting had exhausted me. So now I'm talking to people in the distance. Grab my notes for the speech. The oratory announcement for the stand. Ladies and gentlemen of the party. Start my speech with the reasons for the changes. Struck the duties of the president was finally brave enough to go against the state's new constitution. Pause when some people started clapping, but it was short-lived. Target the old guards in the Supreme Court. Yeah. Blame the old guards for not allowing the legislature to do their work. Spend out more reforms to be done. Let's look at a round of applause. Left for turn. Yay, we've got cheering. Spend the full new constitution, ask for their full support. Ask for their votes, order them to vote, threaten them to vote. What? Threaten what? I'm going to blow up the building. Ask for their votes. Everyone's vote to make a change together. Former swing, lifted up, started clapping loudly. Salute everyone, bid them farewell. What on earth would threatening even look like? User meets the USP. The report user meeting to give a speech to the party announced the content's first draft. Nobody leaves until I get the votes. Well, they're going to do how the Catholic Church elects a new pope. Where they used to have a problem where I think it took, I forget how long it was, it must have been like 11 or 1200, where it took them like a year to elect a new pope. And so they put down rules like after a certain number of days they'd get like a reduction in their food. I think at one point where it got really bad, they would actually take the roof off the building if it was raining. In addition to reducing the food and not letting them out. Oh, balance of power in Eastern Mercopia. Okay, state of Sorden's conscription laws. What year are we in? 80s, 1920s. Mandatory military service. Oh, so they're unhappy about it. Arrange to meet with Smolak and Van Horten. Oh, right, the guy who wants a better trade deal and the other person who is potentially dodgier but could also be a useful investor. Infrastructure at full capacity. Okay. Actually, how's the highway going? Still under construction. Alright. I need to remember this so I can check it later. So current GDP world rank is 16th. Economy is still not going up. I don't know how often changes are considered to be. Religious Harmony Bill, Minister of Health discusses privatization. Oh, that sounds more dicey than education to me. Religious Harmony Bill. It's all sermons will henceforth be held in the Swordish language. It prohibits the use of Bluedish. Unless it has been approved to maintain the Archpriest Swordland, sets new regulations, must have Swordish lineage. Oh. I mean, the BFFs have been recruiting from this. Ugh. But then I was considering potentially changing the way the veto works. That's the thing, if it told me how many votes it passed by... I think that's just going to make it worse. Veto. President Reign protects religious freedoms. Going to radical. There's never stopped his attack on British people. A call from Gus. I was sipping my first cup of coffee for the day when the phone lit up and rang. I swore under my breath. I thought my schedule was clear for at least half an hour. Picked up the phone. What is it, Gus? How doing? It's a fun day. What gave you the call? I'm fine. Business as usual. Serves the CEO of Armadame Industries around the recent initial public offering. Okay, what's this got to do with me? It's about a little venture investment of 1,000 shares. Oh! Made gains. Shares have doubled in price. Isn't that great? I've made some money. Yes, great. Love it. Total we have made. Need 2 million! Sorry, no, it's underwhelming. I bet you wish you'd gone for a bigger buy earlier. Yeah, it was a good start. It was. Well, he's going to end up being arrested, isn't he, for some sort of fraud. I just know it. Yeah. Talk to you later then. I almost forgot. Management sent you one of their brand new radios as a gift. Me getting gifts from corporations. No, it's actually a Steam achievement. Collectible Armadine radio. Cool. And I've got some money. Kind of funny if I lost it all and went bankrupt. Bankrupt president. That would be amusing. I mean, stock jumps nearly double. Private party of the Gentleman Club. Villa of Peter. Oh, what's he going to do this time? Or the radio is bugged. Could be. Briefing on the stance of immigration regulation. Sure, let's go to the private party. I'm sure nothing can go wrong here. Temper was growing increasingly thin. Peter was the first resonated break. 5% to become a new venture. Hosting a salon of sorts, not just for tissue business, also artists entertainers. No wives or girlfriends allowed. I'm suspicious. I can smell the whiskey on his breath. Gentlemen, a minute in time, please. Now the privilege representing the man himself, the fourth president, swordman, Mr. Anton Rain. Known for long enough to understand he was more than a little drunk, he made an elaborate mock curtsy. And I present to you Peter Vecton, the first alcoholic vice president. Wow. I'll just go good evening and be neutral. You know what I mean? Please give a warm welcome to a special guest. Hand me a glass of whiskey. So we're gonna have to bring only raise your glass. Club president, I have to remind you about house rules. No one sober. I'll just have a little sip. Anton Rain might have the power to make presidential decrees, but I, the president of this club, now declare this party started. How much soldier? Let me show you around. Take with a swimming pool. Massive chandelier. This is a bit... Yeah, how are you paying for all of this, Peter? Secret custom manager, low contacts in real estate. This is getting very worrying. You'll soon be here tonight. Well, yeah, what did you promise in return? Only my money. So what do you think? Sure, seem not bad. Bring some caviar. This is... I get the feeling the press are going to get wind of this at some point. If they haven't already. Cocktail waitress are carrying around plates of cabbages waiting... here we go. So this is what you've been hiding from Evelyn. Rich, salty, taste pure season. I always hear the sound of waves and seagulls. Oh dear. Peter, what are you doing? Let's discuss one of your tournament back to match. Yeah. Don't make a mistake, Peter. Sitting next to a couple of men I recognize banking industry magnates. President Toast, my new member. Take glasses. Yeah, how long have you been a member? Since the beginning. If ever been arranged a deal. I'm not sure how interested I am. This sounds like a scandal waiting to happen. Let's go back. Sure. Sure. Let's go. Here is our feet. It's very expensive the building, but was. Yeah. Thanks to my network, because this house far after asking price. It's an arrangement with you. I'm not honestly looking to make any more investments at the moment. It's the best economic investment anyone can make. No. This sounds like a catastrophe waiting to happen. I won't push further. I'm gonna refresh my drink. And rustling. Just one silhouette. Two silhouettes so close together seem to be entangled. Definitely two people kissing. I couldn't see either of their faces. Oh dear. Balcony, yeah, best place to get back from the morning newspaper. Riz a bit of wise since Peter left. I couldn't find. My eyes landed on. Oh right, the dude who offered me to escape by helicopter. Smile. The former president walked over to me. I didn't know you remember Peter's club. Gus and I have a business dinner. He convinced me to come along afterwards. Just briefly, I wasn't really interested. Thought you'd be interested in other potential. Yeah, the investment in Gassam was above board, but this stuff is turning in a very dodgy direction. It'll be your only bet. I'm glad that, yeah, sure, butter him up a little bit. My Suzerain, Peter came from high still an arm around each soul. Look at you two, Sworn's bright future, it's ancient. Wow, ancient past. Yeah, apologies, yeah, my presence had a bit too much to drink. I've had exactly enough. Alfonso smiled politely. Did I have put together one hell of a gathering? Look, we're the CEO of Swordish Petroleum. Yeah, have fun mingling. Peter shifted his weight unsteadily. Nice guy. Terrible president, but a nice guy. Okay. So we can go with one. I think two. We'll give him the chance to fess up first. Into a gastrointestinal improve the life which the world has never seen. You know what? I'll be direct. What? No, I even think that I'm married. You know you can tell me anything. Yeah, I know. Trust me, it's nothing. Woke up the next day with a pounding headache and more than a few regrets. My recollections in my head, but there was one important detail. The red lipstick on Peter's collar. Cue the dramatic suspense music. This is bad. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me. Oh, great. Well, that's gonna be, I mean... Monica did say that, they weren't exactly on the best of terms recently. BFS poisons Swordish schools, wow. Seemed to rest to spark controversy. I served to burn the taxpayer. Peter Victim throws lavish party. Here we go. Vice President and President nowhere to be seen in the entrance. Are throwing parties, having hidden meetings. Yeah. Strategies are pretty secret. Never ever stops with this president. Police violence in the old capital. FS and Blues education. Discovering and propagating most schools that teach Blues language. Privatization and education. It's in full swing. The first dozen public schools are transitioning to for-profit educations. Only a small percentage will be allowed to transition. Expect them to gather a substantial amount of funds. So, what do we got? We've got a report on a fire investigation, Holstered Post connection of newspapers connections, and briefing on the status of immigration. A lack of further evidence in the investigation. Alright, the fire at the university that we never figure out why it was caused. Chief of Police Carglass report the young sword sympathizers were several old members of terrorist organization currently working at Holstered Post. Confidential. That's concerning. Okay, so status on immigration. I was campaigning on the basis of keeping people out, wasn't I? Ensuing discussion quickly become heated. Foreign citizens come for a Swedish citizen. Especially during the economic recession. We're thinking switch on to migrant. Here we go. The reason our economy is not completely unsalvageable. They've revitalized the whole region and turned boost the economy. Statistically speaking, allowing immigrants to become part of the workforce contributes to our economy. I agree, the current situation is very nuanced. Oh. I might have to go against one of my election promises here if I'm needing to bring in more people to keep the economy afloat. Singapore is interrupted. Superpowers seem to close off their borders, waiting for the economy in such good shape. Yeah, we need to consider the input. Any decision? Do you have any questions? What's the current legal status? Given a work permit arising when through the economy, there's currently no limit number of immigrants. Numbers remain stable. May illegally work for corporations. It would be the state. How many immigrants have we got? Just noticed that we've been between 2 to 3 million. It's a very substantial amount. More taxes, more services. How do they usually get here? First one is Aglan, Tagnolia, Burgess, Whalen, and third one. Legal fugitives have been crossing the sea. It's a dangerous mountain passes. Oh boy. This dossier. Election promised to tie in immigration laws. I wasn't throwing against it. Turn to our advantage from financial support. The amount of disadvantages like promises. Ugh. It's going nowhere. Okay. What does it entail if we tighten it? To improve growth, stricter border control, top value. I don't think I can let the economy keep taking a hit. This is getting pretty bad. Current system is good for error. I mean, we have already increased the funding of the military. You'd hope they'd be on hand. Ooh, do I go against one of my election promises? I'm thinking I might have to. Okay, we'll keep them relaxed. I have no idea. I imagine the press and the politicians are going to be absolutely all over this. That's not ready. Just abandon native soil. Sure. And yeah. We're not leaving unprotected. Yeah, thank you for your contributions. What is upcoming trade talks? Saying our border units need to be informed. Good work. It's dispersed. Free education choice. 17, that's more. Okay, so what's that all changed? Streamlined immigration made significant strides in addressing illegal. New policies closed several loopholes. Has made it easier for people who want to come in legally. Nation law and order restored. Yes, at least brief. Resulting in a peaceful resolution to the crisis. It's miraculous. Something's gone well. At least for now, anyway. Kind of funny if I make the best decision in trying to save the economy. Not in, you know, what's the best. Red Youth Hideout raided. Abandoned building. Cool. Central Bank drafts economic recovery proposal. I guess that's something I'm going to deal with in the future. Golconist rallying in Swordland. Unjust and evil government, apparently. Oh, here we go. Oh, Valgsland doesn't want me to privatize. Caution against the dangers of unchecked capitalism. Will remain supported Sword as long as the well-being of its people is prioritized. Move Kairut. Chancellor. Oh, this is like in the middle of the ocean. Is public supported sovereignty amid ongoing attempts by superpowers to exert influence, maintains neutral. Wait, so it's neutrally supporting my neutrality? Sure. Opening of the festival. Oh, right, where Monica's going to give her speech. Editor of Radical is suspected of helping terrorists. That is interesting. Editor, whoever it is. John Dan, a famous journalist, can't expect to be working for the terrorist organization Red. Has continuously published any government articles, revealed attempt to report on state secrets, public endorsed Red Youth past. Okay, the opening of the festival. I flipped through the brochure that had been given to us at the hotel. Marcus face fish on the front page. It says on the inside still said that Mayor and last announcement must have caused some confusion. Uh-oh. The biggest events of the year. Film screens, concerts, theater and dance performances. The opening scenes were broadcast on TV and watched by millions. Currently reports security guards rushed to me to mention to Monica. She knows the other waiting crowd. You've got this. Hold her hand, sure. Smile and turn her head back to look out the window once again. Seems Serge opened the door, enveloped by the roar of the crowd. Next few minutes were blurred. Handshakes, photos, reporters. Oh, I wonder if the annoying reporter from earlier is back. Further guards through the cavernous white halls. Finally stand on the same platform as you. Good luck. We always proceeded to the podium. I spoke first in a short paragraph about the importance of benefiting the festival. Then introduced Monica. I exited the stage and found my seat right next to... Oh, well, he's not going to be happy, is he? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first day saw I welcome you all to the Benefit Festival. The crowd erupted again. And they hissed into my ear. Mr. President, I'm afraid you've made a great... Oh, here we go. There'll be consequences. What kind of consequences are we talking about here? All stunned has lost you my support in the assembly. Celebration the people benefit of their free and open-minded spirit. We all must forget the values that have inspired them. Mayor Van Rieker and his entourage didn't seem as impressed. Half citizens still barred for enjoying the same things that I take for granted. Scattered applause mixed with murmurs of discontent. Equal rights, equal pay, equal access to education. Enough! Not this woman with special traditions. Yeah, please sit down. Oh, here we go. Curtain turned towards them. I want to speak loud enough to over their microphone. What right do you have to pass judgment on our values? I'm a politician, I'm speaking of me, the woman who's lucky enough to be married to the president. Some booed and jeered and other looked at her. Monica rose completely. Still staying defiantly in front row. The room immediately quieted down. Think we need it. That's what we need to. Okay, that's too far. Free country refused. Two of us glared angrily at each other. Oh, okay. Order the guards to kick him out, or you'll stay and watch. I mean, he did sort of lose. Didn't say he'd already lost the support of the party. I mean, I don't think he's going to back down. The longest serving mayor in the country. Appointed by Seoul. Become the longest serving mayor in history. He's become very popular. Give him a final chance to shut up. Yeah, I think so. Tried to reply, but he was drowned out by the boos of the crowd. We've been in a deep sigh. I'll say what I wanted. Oh, goodbye. He's left. I'm regaining pressure mic, step back from the microphone. So to visibly divide our countries today. Fortunately, the mentioned modern ideals still don't resonate. So remember, the future can't exist without the past. We're about to officially open the festival. The event was finally finished. The trials with Curtin were not. I was in for yet another sleepless night. Yeah. What all the news is going to make of this? Oh, nope. It's instead about Welland deploying special forces. I seem to honestly, by complete accident, be on a speed run of trying to annoy as many different groups of people as possible. Governor Verge reports hundreds of BFF collaborators. Proposes a series of measures. Kings of Vernon show there are about 1,000 people running away from Wessex military forces towards the border. Protests and looting continues in Nagas. What have we got here? Downtime at home and read the report. Education negative report. Uh-oh. Cut funding. Reduce standard of education. Oh, there's still logistical issues. Downtime at home. I imagine Monica's going to be simultaneously stressed and happy. Reading and rereading articles about the festival. Some papers came full support, others took curtain side. Nearly all of them agreed the First Lady quit herself very well following the interruption. Monica joined me on the balcony. We talked for a bit. Sure. She brought a particularly insulting headline. Never many years would have wished for this. I just wanted to thank you for supporting me. What are you up to? Not like this. No, she started crying. Yeah. So you should have slept as there was iron since festival. Thank you. One more thing you know how stubborn I am. It's the right path for me. To officially adopt this cause, First Lady. But she's not elected. This... Of course. Means so much to me. She hugged me tightly. Oh, Deanna's staying. Hungry. Let's go to the kitchen. We'll make me the best snack ever. Deanna written my name in icing on it. Thought that I made the right choice. Things were going to get hard. At least my life at home was somewhat peaceful. Okay, now the news response. No, it's workers at Crossroads. They're talking about immigration. Ah, First Lady gives speech. Here we go. Started eventfully. To continue with his disrespecting accusation, Tony incurring the wrath of the crowd. Save the day by cutting a testing. Man less disrespectful should he end up damaging his already declining reputation. ATO's... Oh, Quinn was considering leaving the ATO. Hidden cost of revolutions. Something or other. Oh, we've got a report on the project? Economic report. Recession is deep in the financial system and is heading towards a potential collapse. Great. It's just what I like to hear. Budget allocation. Negative presidential approval rating. Uh-oh. We've landed below a 25% approval. Our performance has been widely questioned. Oh. Well, that's not good. Oh, the education of the military, which they're going to be happy about. We had a briefing. Let's go army first. We filled 6 armies. Is it really called Camp Strong Arm? Yes, it is. Totaling up to approximately 400,000 active troops. How many does Rumberg have? Good amount. The which we're having is the quality. It's current equipment status. Quite outdated. Well, equipment's 2 decades old. A large number of soldiers, which is not a long-term solution. We need more funding. How do we compare to other? I'm guessing Rumberg's got like 10 billion or something. Rungfield's about 6 armies amounting to... Okay. So we have 400,000. Rumberg has 1 million. Lesbia has 800,000. Vagsland has... I imagine Vagsland, the strength is in their navy. Okay, so we're on the higher side, but our tech is a bit out of date. The sheer size of Rumberg's armies because their force conscripts, nor their forces large force to their massive gold reserve, which significantly came from Rizia. This is most advanced. West country put lots of money into modern. Where is our army deployed at? Station Lesbian Welland borders. It's been situated by the Rumberg. There's a large mountain commando force. No one's near Magnolia. Coastal Defense Force always on alert. Talk about our navies. 59 vessels with a total of 69,000. How does it compare? Oh, yeah. Valslandian has, yep, 194 ships. My goodness, makes sense. Only 81. We surpassed Lesbia. Situation of diet. We need to equip. We need more tech. Where do we currently patrol? Marking the Great and 10. Prioritize certain regions close to the shipping lanes. Take over of the what's it called? Yeah. The takeover of this disputed area. Navy is led incursion operations to protect technology must take part in some joint Navy drills. How are our capabilities? We're limited to our near region. What's on power though? Allowing ourselves to enable power. Let's hear about the other... Okay, let's hear about the Air Force. I like how you have the option to just basically ignore the entire briefing, just move on. 410 planes, over which 140 jet planes. 30,000 crew. How does it work with our other branches? From the independent tactical support branch. Does, like, friendly fire? That's not good. What operational capabilities? Planes can bomb targets within 400-kilometer radius. Semi-effective nighttime bombing. So most targets, an average of 100 meters of precision. Okay. Experience for our pilots. I've total 450 hours flight time of the craft that are qualified. This is low compared to the 1,000. Oh, okay. Normally the hours per part should be high due to lack of funding. It costs rather high. That's it. Move on. Please, road. Thank you for keeping your promises. No, don't want to forget your grant. Hopefully, okay, money helps our defense needs. Yeah, it's a top priority. Has always been supportive of our agenda. Very well. There's big questions about how to utilize it. There's only two factions in favor of enlarging or better equipment. What's the argument for increasing size? I mean, the problem with that is we then got to pull more people from normal work. Larger populations, theoretically, could also minimize the unemployment issue. I'm not so convinced. Fortunately, we lack equipment, not men for military efficiency. Can have been overwhelming large enemy without numbers. What's the argument for purchasing better equipment? That sounds bleak. Short sequence. Remember, field 3 times our force. They have large assaulting wave tactics rover. Oh, cool. So this isn't going to cost me more money because this is from the increase of spending. Let's go better equipment. Glad we made the right choice. They looked at each other. That'll be all for today. Look, everyone. Assignment completed. Blow to national pride. Oh, they're saying the investments from foreign companies increase. Major military overhaul. The general staff made no comment. Alright, second satellite in space. Going back to more development. Massive protest against government Bron. We invites Rumberg. Well, energy emissionary. That's a... see. Situation. Adequately equipped military has been equipped with modern advanced weaponry. It's interflowing. Jeez. Interfering in politics. Now we've got an incredible number of reports. Like literally almost every single province, it feels like. Stagnation marks regional growth. Not great. Education reforms. How's it going? It's slower than expected. Okay. So you have to be made to less than political indoctrination be met with resistance. Weren't able to start due to lack of workforce and funding. Young swords militants arrested. Okay. Oh, highway nears completion. Which will complete on time thanks to administration's decisive actions. This will improve trade links with Agnolia. Foreign energy investment surge. Cool. It's miraculous! The bar is climbing! Not much, but it's not in a complete freefall now. Woohoo! I mean, it's still below the red bar of doom. Which is, I presume, why they were talking about how all the changes would cause the economy to collapse, but it's a start. Death of former Black Battalion Brigadier General. Man, cause of death currently under investigation. Naval branch set for expansion. Cool. Energy sector draws foreign investors. Now this is the news I'd like to hear. Regional growth stagnates. Okay, maybe not quite so good. Protest against the governor's security policies going too far. Foreign energy investments flow. I'm liking the sound of this. HO embraces a new paradise. Wait, they're forming Cerberus International. Oh no, is this Mass Effect all over again? All private military companies. Oh, this is going to turn into the Metal Gear universe, isn't it? Diplomatic mission that is completing, and wasn't there a trade? Okay, let's go Magnolia. They were wanting a better trade deal, weren't they? Remember, someone's joining the newspaper. Looks like we're about to land. I could see Helgeland, the island between Vagsland and Magnolia. Island conveys to sustain itself. Yeah, it is a very strategic position. We can control the whole Vargas channel. Suspect one of the topics he'll bring up as a bargaining chip. He might be under control of Magnolia, but the international community has yet to recognize it for a good reason. No one wants to make an enemy of Valgsland. Try our best to stick to the middle ground. Need to be careful with additional requests. Wants to sell their steel for a higher price, requesting easier access in the Agland region. Immigrants in our region make a good chunk of the area's economy. They've probably relaxed our immigration laws will help tremendously. Cool. Large dockyards appears closer. Plane finally touchdown. Oh, cool, I get a red carpet. Let's go. Guys on the way out, exit the plane. Sure, we'll wave. Van Horn was now in sight and sales agreed by the foreign minister. Hands a couple of photos. I moved the car where Serge was waiting to drive me. Looks comfortable? Yes, it was. Was protected by Sorsha Agnolian guards. So the boat's machine looked old. It itself looked very grey and grim. So they're not too happy to see you. Serge pointed at the crowd that gathered on both sides of the street as a protest. They were shouting and yelling at convoy. Some of them held signs saying Sorna must pay its debts. I never knew Agnon was so ungrateful. No one says great now. There's been so many issues, yeah. It's important, but not in this case. Always scared of Sorn's potential and afraid of the lion leads Swordland. They're afraid of you. We've arrived. I accidentally began walking to the door where dozens of press and the Prime Minister were waiting for me. So they became much more clear as I neared the door. He was shorter than I thought. Wow. He's the youngest politician to hold office in the government of Magnolia. He sought to promote privatization and immigration laws. Replace unjust trees with fairer ones. But I don't want to annoy Valgsland too much. Welcome to Magnolia. Nice to meet you. Reach out for a handshake. Overpower. You can go for the aggressive handshake. Shake hands and hug. I think just shake hands. I think we don't want to. Just the entrances of the 200-year-old pub building. This way, please. Present you with a gift. What's this going to be? Large glass case. The first tree is written between Sorland and Agnolia. As an amazing gift. Oh. Wow. Well, the absolutely savage options are back. Gift him a puppy despite his well-known fear of dogs. There is plenty of opportunities to just be a complete jerk to basically everyone. Sure, we'll get one of the original copies of the Constitution. Does it still count as passive-aggressive? Probably. I always wondered what the originals look like. Guns flash once again. Let's go to my office. Room was far more modest than I expected. Thankful to be done with the ceremonies. Yeah, honestly, I'm not fond of all the ceremonies either. Would you like a drink? Sure. True gentleman. I do think I appreciate the kind words. Flattery won't sway me. Okay. Watching is glad about your decision. Are you implying we're mere modern? Thank you. So, it's all a reliable trading partner. As long as that goal is a train, sure. I think we are. Pause for a moment. Can we start building that highway? Cool, he's happy. Yeah, I did it for the people sort of. Of course, everything we do is for our people. So, what's it going to be? Shank's handling agreement is going to be extremely beneficial for both of us. Should be our sole recession. Standard cultural market. Oh, not the money's going back down. I said -5 was my absolute limit. And then if I also do this, I risk really annoying Volksland. But then again, I am investing in my military. I mean, he's certainly been the nicest person I've met so far. Who cares? It's not about outcomes and realities, it's about who being nice to me. I did say I was going to be neutral. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense with me building the highway. That's basically the tiebreaker. The fact I'd already built the highway that would link the two areas together, and the keeping the relaxed immigration. Sure, accept. Excellent. If we've done the paperwork, I want to offer another possibility. And the mind that we must unite. So, I'm offering a military alliance. I don't think I'm going to go for that. No, the trade links I don't mind, but the military alliance is going a bit far. It's unfortunate, it would have been beneficial when Noah can stand by itself. Another topic I'd like to bring up. Ah, here we go, the island that's been long disagreed over. Including Soreland. Oh. I mean... If I accept, I mean, Rumberg's already looking unfriendly towards me. If I get Volksland unhappy with me as well. But then again, he's going to feel like I'm sort of left him out to dry. I think with us condemning Rumberg diplomatically for moving their troops around the border, I don't think I could side with them, realistically, when the international community doesn't recognise it is acknowledged territory. No. Real request, I won't push too far on the matter, we've achieved enough for today. Well then, struck from his chair. Must continue the official programs, now we'll pay a visit to our founder's grave, and we'll have a state. Please tell me there's no... I won't be joining, and we'll just go back home. We'll play nice, after you. Brief Simon and David. The rest of our state trip was full of fake smiles, handshakes, incredibly long ceremonies, and even longer meetings between our ministers and their counterpart. The way back was mostly silent. I couldn't help but allow a sigh of relief. What have we got? Economy. Recovered trade volume. Cool. Wait, let's say it's consistent economy as well. Yeah. Diplomacy. Trade initiative. And then agriculture. Steel imports. Now, I'm bracing for the graph to be going back down again. Either it hasn't updated yet, or... Oh wait, no, last 5 changes, so it only updates every so often. That's probably why. Makes sense. The radical journalist... Oh, was arrested, okay. Discovered Dana have close ties to the banned Red Youth organization. New trade deal with Agnolia. President Reign gives upper hand. Economists aren't happy. Darkness Descends, was arrested. I get the feeling I'm going to have an option to pardon the journalist who was arrested. Van Horn is playing with fire. Oh, right, now this is about the island. Oh, and my mission to Welland. Trade talks. Sun blinded me from it. So the soldiers lined up. There must have been at least 100 of them. Marching bands started playing. The soldiers immediately saluted me. We'll just proceed to the red carpet. Smoke was waiting for me next to a military jeep. He's wearing a large sunglasses and regular suit. We hugged and made cameras at the same time. Nice to see you. So we'll take the jeep for a tour with another tune for the marching band. Salute the soldiers. Let's go to the city's event and see unveiling of a statue. Whose statue is this? Mine, of course. Oh. Right. Reports taking photos aside from them. The streets always empty. I mean, yes, is it always empty? I suppose you closed down because of your visit. Cool. Large amount of people gathered behind fences waving flags. I think policemen started yelling at Victor. I understood the words Victor and murderer. Since changed Sue, soldiers came from behind the man who was taken away. I went up on the crowd. Don't worry about the details. Must have been a troubled fellow. I think after kind of funny how I was initially tempted to go with his trade deal, and now I've signed up with Thorland, and I'm not so sure anymore. Fair good likeness, albeit more masked than the real Victor, who's wearing a cloak and holding a sword. Excellent statue. That's very lifelike. Totally. Glad you appreciate the art behind it. Drawing for a walk. Every corner, more and more photos were taken. Stop in front of a pastry vendor. Give me 2 strips. Wait for him to pay the street vendor. So we took the student didn't pay anything. We'll keep walking. Wow, he's sounding more and more like a jerk. Past the gates, made our way into the main building. Oh, very spacious. The golden ornaments on the walls raised jewel encrusted artifacts. Customer, we set down the carpet. Finally. For that, President Twice, bring the quiche. Well-known smoking instrument. Sure. Probably the highest quality tobacco I ever smoked. Another puff in the room with more smoke. Can I call you Anton? Sure. This is... Wait, wasn't this one of the rumors about him that he was on drugs or something? What do you really think about Rumberg? They are a threat, certainly. I agree with your sentiments. Sure, their time will come. Are you planning something? Well, not yet. To solve some problems that can... I'm listening. Sounding more and more suspicious. The map of the border regions. Several benefits causing problems. They're getting increasingly dangerous with Rumberg support. Not a problem for you as well. Color supplies from Rumberg trapped in the mountains. I call it Operation Bear Trap. The military action this close to our borders is not going to be a good look. Here's the deal. I'll give you objectively the best trade deal in the region. Give me assistance, crush and chance by some of that boys. I need specifics. Sure. Spies have infiltrated themselves, found cache of cases from North, tracked them back to Rumberg. And similar shipments are going to Swordland. I mean, we already know from our internal that that is apparently the case. The main problem is the border security. No tariff agreement, co-investment. Oh. Why would you offer me so much? Why wouldn't I want someone to be Wynn's friend? Oh. This feels a bit like a deal with the devil. BFF's certainly been a problem. And what he is proposing is very tempting. And I mean, I did increase funding to the army. I might be going to the dark side. Deal. You can trust me, Anton. Tonight we'll drink. Oh, I really hope I don't regret this. Instead of two assistants, this time a group of dancers perform and enters, smoke fill the room. Sipping. Next day, return to Swallow with a hangover. Country relationships updated. Bunch of things have changed. Someone ratified a new trade agreement with Willem. Cooperation pact against the Alliance in the war against the Bloods. Rallies vastly deep. Finally found a new party. Seems. Ugh. Oh, it's sending a message he sends with Spark, practically sending our international reputation down the drain. Joint military exercises. Military intervention. Economy. Increased trade volume. Good. Interventionism. Counting common areas. Trade willing and joint operation against BFFs. Tariff-free oil trade. Positive impact on the economy. Cool. ATO brokers for peace amid Rizian claims. Okay. Security pact asserts sovereignty. Oh, they've banned PMCs. Okay. I've gone the complete opposite way. Burgian police ambushed by young militants, armed with KA-74s. Speech of the President on the reforms. Okay. To deliver support. Ah, here we go. How badly do we think the Constitution vote's going to go? Walked quickly through the corridors, give my greetings to people. Assembly was in complete chaos with shouting and cursing between the parties. There was a heavy argument by a president made by an MPP. Gloria was shouting from her seat at the center of the hall. She hit the gavel 3 times with each strike having the one before. Order! Order! Oh, it's got the shouting from the text. I saw Kisaru Kaneba stand for his seat and shouting towards... Oh boy. Mr. PM, I calm myself, show respect to procedures of assembly. Despite efforts, the argument team for a couple of minutes before everyone took back their seats. I'm just waiting for like a proper brawl to break out and we get into a fight. Mr. Kevin, next time we tell you to either take your seat or leave the hall so we can proceed with the procedures. Assembly. Some members from the National Front Party shouted back at her in protest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you allow me to continue, she pointed at me. We have the president here with today, who doesn't like me very much, who was asked to give an important announcement. Assembly fell silent. You have the floor, Mr. President. Oh boy, here we go. Walk to stand as loud, clapping sign US peace sign. Honourable members of Assembly. Perhaps it's not expected me to say this, but the President hold too much authority. Yeah. In order to strengthen our democracy, we must be brave enough to point the injustices and faults. Fusion. Break out chains of the past. Loud applause came from the PFG seats. We'll fix the videos loud. Yeah, absolute vetoes. Focused on change. That's afraid of change. The world is changing. Someone needs the changes enough years of soulism. Make a constitution reflect the will of the people and open the way for democratic Swordland. Oh, let's embrace the future. Tarquin Soul answer for the crimes. Let's embrace the future. Gloria Toria interrupted me. Mr. President, with all due respect, I believe someone is already democratic. We both know our constitution is flawed. Tarquin Soul's effort can't be ignored. For the honourable members of the USPMC, the President acting rash by angling with the opposition. That was instead of my quick note. Thank you to the President's support. Who are you trying to break? Please continue speech. Oh boy. I demand your votes. Be part of a new era for Swordland. Okay, 2, that is ridiculously over-optimistic. I will address all the problems. I just say, we'll write the future together. Finish with a poem. Search for a poem. About destiny. It's a country beyond everything, my beloved. Spring, the boss battle great without falling. You know what the dark falls last painting the sun. Next morning there's a victory waiting to be won. The assembly roared with all kinds of different reactions. Some applauses came from the PFG and USP seats. Most of the others started to make loud noise again. Thank you for speech, Mr. President. I walked back to my seats as many MPs asked to speak. Friends Richter. Okay, what does he think? He's the reformer guy. Yes, Mr. Richter. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank Mr. President for his speech. We, the people's freedom and justice party, stand in agreement with the need for a more democratic constitution. I would like to thank the ladies and gentlemen of our party for their more open attitude. We're behind this much needed movement for change. I ask Mr. President to share the final contents of the proposal as soon as possible. Thank you. Suddenly, Canary started yelling from his seat. The President must have lost his mind to cooperate with the likes of you, Richter. You and your PFG are nothing but puppets of Western interests. Order! Madam Speaker, I know you agree with me as well. Don't stand idly while this administration is making deals with snakes, undermine the integrity of sort. Order, Mr. Kipman. How many times do you need to say you're speaking out of turn? I demand to speak. Glory gave him a stare. She looked annoyed. Very well, Mr. Kibner, go ahead. Mr. President, look directly at me. The nationalist movement does not agree with your priorities nor the way you train plan. The National Front Party will not stand with you on your new constitution. Let alone the NFP's concerns are not included in the so-called democratic reforms. Thus, Mr. President, no right to claim them as such. We'll stand our ground against any attempt to bring down established culture and national values. Thank you. He went back to his seat, but the chaos continued. Honestly, at this point, I think just leave. I don't think that any more speeches are going to do anything. Go from his seat and started walking towards the exit. MPs kept shouting, responding to each other, creating a loud mess when nothing was legible. Order! Order! This topic is finished. We're moving on to our next topic. Slowly left the hall, the shank could be heard from every corridor, and the news has had an absolute field day. Reign. President hold too much authority. That's an extraordinary thing to say. I'm too powerful. It's like reverse Palpatine. It's like I have unlimited power and I shouldn't. Stan was met with surprise and was welcomed by Richter. So President Reign showing he's willing to bring changes that would not necessarily benefit his position. Walker warns. Oh, they're still arguing over that island. We've got reform status. We've currently been able to get 121 signatures. Efforts are underway to increase support to reach out to 150. Okay, so it's pretty much only just been proposed to the Assembly. We're already at 121. That's pretty good. Wealth of Nations. That looks like they're going to release a new pop album. Oh? Is it going back up more? I can't tell. News. Boosting the economy. Oh, right. Health require more resources. Hidden power of men in uniform. Oh, we see a military coup born end to president. Alleged conspiracy. Military influence can have major repercussions. And, oh, Rizzi and Rumberg sign economic cooperation. Rumberg gains naval base rights. Uh-oh. That's, concerning. Because, yeah, Rumberg don't really have... Like, apart from this tiny bit of Port Grim, they don't really have much naval capacity. Plus, Valgsland's obviously right there. But yeah, Kingdom of Rizio is, a lot closer to me. Van Horton... Oh, he won the elections again. Cool. Good to know that our trade deal isn't in the bin because the new guy is now in charge who wants to get rid of it or change it. Governor Brown proposes dividing up communities. What is he doing? Wait, he's been in the government since 41? It's 53. He's been in charge for 12 years. A moderate adopted a hardline nationalist stance after the ism And national notoriety was stood for the entrance with armed policemen. Some official claim these measures would be directly against the Constitution. See you, Spectre Spectrum. Ah, the opening of the highway! Roman Lockhaven for the grand opening ceremony. The H3 highway was a proud moment. Simon and Liz, who have assisted the project, were with me alongside Lucian to decide how to proceed. What, we're going to talk about how awesome we are? Ah, and I just got a collectible for ceremonial scissors. Apparently the Steam achievement thing jumped the gun a bit. First of all, congratulations. To me, more projects like this. Well done. Yeah, we could have done this with our excellent team, who partially disagree with my decision. Let's move on to our plans. Capitalizing the change of what he wants to do a photo shoot. A drive should do a trick. If motorcade takes off, the road will be open to the public. That does sound kind of cool. I don't support anything beyond the opening ceremony. So do we want to go in for some good PR, or... You know what? Sure, let's go for a bit of a motorcade. Announcing the road open. Display unit strength from all together in the convoy. Large crowd invited for the ceremony. Like the good campaign days. This was certainly easier back then. Simon stepped for a comment. Well, no, because I mentioned this was a team effort. Beginning with the president put trust in me. Yeah, you know, you came up with this project. Fine, people got what they wanted for a long time. Lilius is happy! Yay! Make sure they are focused on improving business and logistics related. A lot of work to do tomorrow. So again, good work everyone. Team left, leaving the rest of the team to prepare for the big day. Next day, a stage has been erected next to the entrance of the highway. Calm warm weather create a positive mood. Crowds are still small and some raised due to the strong PFJP presence. We move towards the stage. Please tell me it's not going to be another assassination of someone. Signal Lucian to begin the ceremony. Again, the green light, the opening address began. Brothers and sisters of Swordland, I welcome you. Lockaveners? Lackaveners? Today, as a proud service. Hundreds of Sword and USP flags began to wave as cheers intensified. I invite the President of Swordland to the stage. Let's go. People of Swordland, welcome to the opening ceremony. Chanting from the crowd continued. Yeah, we promised jobs and opportunities. We kept our promise. Was to serve our sister. Yeah. He's now faster and more comfortable. Oh, okay. So I can take the credit for this myself, or credit one of my two ministers. Okay. I mean, I didn't really personally manage the project, did I? That would be kind of untrue. And would probably annoy both of them, but... who do I compliment? Dang it, even the good, even the where all the choices are good, there's still... potentially... bad. I mean, Simon was the one who got all the money stuff one, but Lilius was also the one who really pushed for it. Well, now we'll go, Lilius. All time leading the microphone. Thank you, Mr. President. It's great to be here. For example, the capacity and capability of sword as a nation. United we stand about reform. What change to change? It comes from immense positive change. Losing to Lean's place. Since Lockhaven, there you have it. Anton Rain, the 4th President of Swordland, has delivered. Move toward the entrance. 40-meter long red ribbon. What, am I going to drive the car through it with scissors attached to the bonnet? Oh no, he gave me a pair of scissors. Cut the ribbon. Such a huge wave of cheering. So, hopefully with much more to come. It's a pride as a nation. The car is prepared and ready. Let's go. Took about 4 hours, the rest of the motorcade will follow you. The crowd was trying to capture glimpse of me. Who do you want to travel with? Oh, you can just drive on my own. Sure, we'll bring Simon. Isn't necessary, but I won't refuse. We can talk about future economic projects. The man took pictures of me and Simon, who smiled to the cameras. New Ohio was in pristine condition and quality. It's the best driving experience one could have nowadays while providing the best traction and least noise. It's a relaxing 4-hour drive. Okay, so there's been no assassination attempts. That's good. Welcomed by Secretary Citizens and Mayor Eric Neal. Highway officially opened to the public and thousands began utilising it since we left the area. Today was a great victory for the administration. Oh, achievement! Open the highway without complications. Impossible. City GDP updated. City population updated. A whole bunch of stuff just changed. Rapid sea growth, increased business and trade. That one hasn't improved. What about Lakeburg? Increased business and trade. And still industrial centre. President Rain open H3 highway. There's Jim's own car New Ohio for the first time. Oh, economy graph. I still can't tell if it's going back up. Average transportation links, that's better. Cool. We've got a bunch of requests. Which I think I'm going to deal with those tomorrow, because it's getting a bit late. So yeah, I'll be back same kind of time tomorrow for meeting with Harkonnen and some other couple of plans. And then on Monday, I believe the plan is more roadcraft, assuming Capac hasn't resigned. Or actually, he's probably just put Splitsy back in charge again. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.